Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Riggins, what's my angle look like here on this camera?
What's my angle?
Because it looks like it's just like shooting into the neighboring office. It doesn't look like it's even close to me. I know it's a wide angle because these cameras are wide autofocus. And I know that because it says on it, wide AF.
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh. It's wide AF. But I know Mr. Todd stayed in here yesterday, the cameraman, after the taping of the TJ and Jody's House podcast. And he put some yellow stuff on the lights.
Yep.
Some amber covers on the light, which, by the way, that was my favorite adult star when I was a kid, amber covers. And now this camera looks like it may still be set for another person. Does it look okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We look like we're in a chicken coop in here with all these warm lights.
It's
A chicken coop.
Yeah,
I like the
chicken coop.
yellow 100 times better.
Me too. It's
Yeah.
not like hospital bright in here.
But how does it look on you, Ace? That's why he was changing them, because your lights were evidently too bright or something.
Yeah.
Do you look?
Looks-
do
yeah,
you look pretty?
I appreciate the effort.
You look pretty.
No.
You do
It's
from
not his
here.
fault.
Oh my God! From this angle, you look gorge.
So I got to figure out if I got to
He
cut
looks
this front light off anymore.
Gorge.
Riggins, how's the knee? How's your knee?
100 times better than it was yesterday.
Good. No swelling left in it?
Oh, no, it's swole up.
It is. Maybe we need to get it drained.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I've always wanted.
You know, football, I don't know whether they still do it that way, but in old school football, you'd get your knee sprung, get the ligaments in there messed up, and they go in with a needle and drain it.
My favorite kind of video on YouTube is cauliflower ear draining.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Holy cow. The needle is about the size of a Polish sausage.
I didn't know you drained cauliflower ears. Wow.
Other than surgery, that's how, and they put this needle in there and start sucking it out, and it
Well,
looks painful.
It makes sense because in some of those mixed martial arts battles, you can see it, the ear pop, which is bad business.
See people's ears go flying. Yeah, it's gnarly.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but I might have to get
My
it drained.
goodness. What's wrong with you, girl?
Nothing.
Why are you making faces coming
How
up
is
in
this
here?
disgusting? What are y'all talking about?
Well,
You know
sorry.
that's the kind of guy you like.
Cauliflower ears?
No, mixed martial artist, tough, don't even have to have ears. He just like, I don't even need ears.
I mean, I would like him to have ears.
Yeah, you put a spatula in his hand and put him on a griddle cooking you something.
Ears can be helpful, can't they?
They can.
You just want him to have everything.
Who is that? Who said that? Who said it? That's Rob.
That's me.
I didn't know you were here today. Welcome.
Thanks. I feel welcome.
With your dumb it.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Where to start? So we'll get to the M&Ms drama that was the top trending topic all day yesterday.
Oh, you know what? I have an opinion on that.
I bet. Well, how could you not? I mean, it's so stupid. It's the stupidest story I've ever seen. But today's National Peanut Butter Day. So whether you like it chunky, creamy, peanut-free, almond,
Powdered.
powdered, today's National Peanut Butter Day. One of the most popular spreadables, as they call it. A spreadable. What's your favorite
Spreadable.
spreadable?
Ew, mayo.
Yeah, I think I prefer that too.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah.
I'm a chunky peanut butter guy.
Oh, me
I like
too.
super
No.
chunk.
Love chunk peanut butter on a nice toasted piece of bread.
Yep.
Oof.
Is it chunky or crunchy?
The kind I get is called super chunk, I think.
Oh, really?
I think. Yeah.
Not me. I want it smooth.
Yeah, you like it smooth.
Smooth, silky smooth.
But then now you can get
creamy.
natural peanut butter, and then you open it up, it's just oil in it. It's
No,
like
that's
wet.
Yeah, that's the old school natural. They make it now where it's already stirred in and whipped and stuff.
Oh, is that
It
right?
doesn't, but every now and then you'll see a little of that oil rise to the top. Hey, so you remember when we first started getting into the diet and, I mean, the nutrition and the working out, and the only kind of peanut butter we could have was that natural, the oils, all like you're talking about, Riggins, is like 2 inches of oil at the top of the jar, and there was no way you could get the whole thing stirred in and incorporated in the jar because the jar is not made to be stirred into.
It's always kind of had a wet texture to it.
Stirring it up was
Wet peanut butter.
counted as a forearm workout.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Gnarly stuff.
You know, I used to take it all out of the jar, Ace, and put it into a mixing bowl and hit it with a mixer.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Then put it back in the jar.
Yeah, it's too much work.
I was like, it'll be all right. It'll be a little wet.
My excrement was smooth, though.
Ace, you don't have a mixer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. And
Is
a
that a
scratcher.
dumb question?
Yeah, we have a mixer.
I don't
around.
have a mixer.
Yeah, I don't have a mixer either.
I
That's
don't
not a dumb a question.
Do you know what a mixer is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like a mixer's got the 2 little spools on it.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought you were going to describe a whisk. I swear, I thought
That's how you make. That's how you make Jello pudding.
That's true. Yeah.
That's how I made Jello pudding all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
Got it all out myself and did. You know.
Yeah, little Southern children know what a mixer is or a beater.
Yeah,
they
I bet
call
all
it a
the
beater.
mamas have those.
Yeah.
You
Everybody
want to
had
lick
one
the
of those.
beaters? All right, y'all, come on. Who's going to lick the beaters? Mama's making pudding. Mama's making pie.
Sure.
Cake batter. Yeah.
Demar Hamlin is trending this morning because a lot of people are convinced.
This is so dumb.
They're convinced that he was not actually at the Buffalo Bills game over the weekend because he arrived in a security golf cart. His face was covered. He had sunglasses on and his hoodie on. In the booth, when he got up there, they never did a full shot of his face. It was only from the profile or the back. The security guards turned their backs to the cameras so he could ride up in an elevator without it being seen. And people are convinced it's not him. And it wasn't him. So Demar Hamlin posted something last night on Twitter saying clone in quotation marks next to a mural of himself because obviously he's seen the chatter on the internet. So
I've also seen a lot of people who say, I love the fact that he's okay. I love the fact that people joined together in prayer over him and the power of prayer and all that, but they just refuse to celebrate any other number 3 than Dale Earnhardt.
3.
That's a huge population in U.S. America today. They've taken a stand. Ain't but one number 3.
Tell me you're
Ain't
making
but one
that up.
Elvis. Ain't but one Elvis. Never will be nothing but one Elvis. And ain't no other Dale Earnhardts, no more number 3s.
Yep.
That's what they said.
That's what they said. And then yesterday afternoon, M&Ms was the top trending topic because they posted a message on social media saying, we may have missed the mark by altering the spokes candies. If you don't know, last year they changed the look of the green M&M, who used to be a lot kind of very feminine, kind of sexy, some people said, with these high heel boots and long eyelashes. And then they gave her like flats and sneakers. And they said, America, let's talk. And last year we made some changes. We didn't think we'd break the internet, but now we get it. We didn't realize this would be so polarizing. We were taking an indefinite pause from the spokes candies in their place. We'd like to introduce America to Maya Rudolph, who will champion the power of fun and create a world where everyone feels they belong.
Why were they upset about them changing the green M&M to flat shoes?
Because is it Mars that owns
Yeah.
M&M? They're doing what so many corporations do, which I think maybe this is all a publicity stunt anyway.
Yeah.
But the reason that people got so upset is because it's just wokeism. It's virtue signaling. It's look at us. We care about what women think and equality and equity and all of this. And, we don't want to sexualize the M&M. So,
So people are mad that it's too woke?
Yeah. Yeah, there's two.
Can't make anybody happy these days.
It's too woke, and the others are happy because doesn't go far enough.
Oh, God.
So, and that's the thing is that everything is normal. People like things the way they are, and then some wokeism comes along and they virtue signal in these companies to make it seem like they care when they don't care about people.
Right.
And then people notice it, and then go, well, wait a minute, that's dumb. Why would you do that? And then they get upset, like, oh, well, why would you care? Well, no, you changed it. You're trying to play, like you're the company that's bringing people together over candy. What does it matter? It's just candy. Just candy.
M&M's is setting everybody up for a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm
they're
thinking.
Trolling.
That too.
I hope so, because
M&M's is setting everybody up for a big Super Bowl commercial with Maya Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like too woke, not woke enough. It's too normal.
Yeah.
Well,
God. Hard to keep up, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't doubt, though, that they've received a lot of flack over it. Now,
yeah.
I don't think they care what normal Americans think. I mean, they're in it for the woke, just like Kellogg's is, just like Levi's is, and Nike and all these other corporations. But they're using that as a way to set up some big promotion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Rob, could you please stop sneezing? TJ was talking about M&Ms.
So sorry. I'm very sorry.
Seriously.
I tried.
Knock it off.
Hold it in like I do.
But all those things TJ said are absolutely true. I mean, it was an absolute ploy to be woke, and it was virtue signaling. All of that is true. It's just funny that it revolves around little pieces of candy.
Yeah.
Fake characters.
Yeah. But they were the top trending topic all day. They got people talking.
But the fake characters are established to show that there are a certain group of real people in the United States are the enemy. Like the reason why you see every TV commercial now, there are no masculine white men in hardly any of the commercials because they're the enemy. It's so horrible to be a masculine white man that it's too offensive to have one in our commercials. So with the M&Ms, it's just a ridiculous piece of candy. But then you got to have all women M&Ms, all whatever. They couldn't just leave it as it was, which I'm not that big of a fan of M&Ms to begin with. I like the peanut ones, okay, but I can eat about a handful and then I'm ready to go. Ace, that's your favorite.
All-time favorite.
Yeah.
My go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I only do the peanut M&Ms.
Me too.
Yeah.
And those are, and The Bachelor is also trending this morning. Who knew The Bachelor was back on? But the guy is very good looking. I understand why women are talking about him.
Who's the host of that now?
I don't know.
I do not know.
Probably one of the former Bachelors.
Oh, it's not Tyra Banks? Oh, that's Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah. And she's great, by the way. Those are a few things that are now trending.
There is something coming to the Ace and TJ show. It's going to be happening on Thursday. It is pitting two intellectual powers going head to head. We'll give you the details on that. And today's edition of Group Therapy is actually not offering a guy some suggestions. He just wants to know how often you do what he does. And you may want to send us a DM because you might not want your significant other to know this. Next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on acetjtv? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Alexis,
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Well, tell them, Jody,
Tell 'em what?
where to watch it.
Dang, Ace TJ TV.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
So, we said, who is saving? You're saving money right now to fix a mistake that you made. Here's one. It says, I got hit with a baseball bat to my upper stomach when I was young. It left a permanent mark that looks like a hickey. So, yeah,
That's
I don't know how you get. I don't know the procedure to get that fixed. We got a couple like this. I'm currently saving to pay my attorney to fix the mistake I made of getting married. Divorce is expensive. And you know why, Alexis?
Why?
Because it's worth it.
Okay.
That's the old joke. People say, "Why? You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it." said it's worth it. I tell you what, man alive.
Nice.
Let's see. Some of these we can't read because they're nasty. They're nasty on the radio.
There's an interesting one. There's a lady, I'm sorry, Alyssa on the front page that says, I jumped into a natural water quarry with my new Apple Watch and came up, and there was no new Apple Watch. Now saving for a new watch.
She lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just fell off her arm. It's gone.
Yeah, my son just got finished saving for new AirPods. Because he left his in his truck at school, and his truck got broken into, and they stole them out of it. It's the only thing he had worth anything in the truck. What? And they stole them. So he just bought his new ones he's been saving up for.
That sucks because, it wasn't really his mistake, I guess. I mean, kind of, but not really.
No, you got to consider you leave your AirPods in your truck. That's pretty safe, you know.
But it's his mistake for going to college.
Exactly.
Being stupid and going to college.
What an idiot going to college.
That's socialism at work right there.
Yep.
Hey,
Marxism,
maybe.
Yeah. No, not maybe. It is.
Spread it around.
Yep.
Those should be my AirPods.
Why
Give me
do you
one
have
of them.
Yeah.
Give me at least one of them.
You're right. College sucks.
I've been telling everybody.
I've
been telling y'all.
On the front page of our Facebook page, Jill says the mistake she's saving to repair, that I went to college and got a 4-year degree that I don't use, so student loans.
See? Proving the point.
She's pretty.
What a student.
She's
Bones.
But as TJ Alexis has pointed out, as long as I've known him, that I went to college and have a 4-year degree from LSU, and he did not graduate from college, but we make exactly the same money. So where's that getting me?
Right.
Not getting me anywhere.
I feel you, dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, cat.
Riggins, were you commenting on the attractiveness of
Yeah, I just happened to look at that one.
Little Miss 4-year degree. Is that who it was?
Degree.
I thought I heard that kind of under your breath. Oh, she's attractive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, good for her. On all accounts. So she'll be just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Meaning because she's attractive?
Yeah,
She's going to work out for her no matter what?
Fine.
And that's the way it should be.
Just like my brother told my daughter when she was going off to college. He said, don't worry about anything. Don't let it stress you out, because you're pretty and you'll end up, finding some guy that'll marry you who's got plenty of money and he's successful. So, don't worry so much about the ins and outs of the grades and the day-to-day stuff. Just,
Don't stress over doing good in college. Just meet a boy.
Yeah,
Find
you meet a good-looking boy whose family has a lot of money, and he's going to be successful. So makes it that much easier.
Exactly.
Necessary to pull up her picture here in the studio, Riggins?
Yes.
Yeah, she is pretty.
I just looked up and I was like, why
It's a
is Riggins
headshot.
pulling up this lady's picture in the studio?
Where did he get a headshot? Is that from her Instagram?
Yeah, she does, I guess, like photography, maybe. I'm not really sure. Looks like she does a lot of makeup, professional makeup and hair and stuff, but she is, beautiful.
All right, so you that's not one of her models or something.
No, it's her
That's
profile
her
picture.
Yeah, that's a profile picture.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh, Jill. Jill, yes, I will.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 2 minutes.
Riggins, it's the week that was pop culture, the week that was the Ace and TJ Show. As Riggins reviews it all for us with the week.
Go, Riggins, go. Yay!
Wow.
Riggins!
Halloween happens on Monday, filled with demons, blood, and spikes. If you want to see something scary, just look at Ace's TikTok likes. Am I right?
What do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
A lot
What?
of people like our TikTok.
Yeah.
That's not what we
We have
know.
millions of them. What's your point?
Yeah, no.
Millions.
You mean people that...
I'm talking about the things you like on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're not scary. When we are out traveling on the road like we were this past weekend, great ideas can be spawned. And Riggins and I have come up with an idea. It may work to my detriment, but I do think the idea could be a lot of fun. Tag D Rob, get ready. Because Thursday, it's food quiz on the Ace and TJ Show. Rob and I are going to take each other on head to head in a competition to see who knows more or less about food.
Yeah.
And
Oh boy.
you're going to develop the questions, Riggins.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them already.
Okay. Now, are we talking ingredients, identifying food, knowing what something is, all of the above?
All of it.
Okay.
Do you want a little taste test?
Yeah. Give us a little taste test.
Name one of the unique characteristics about the soup gazpacho.
Well, next.
Why? There's one thing that comes to mind right away
I
that
don't
both of
know
y'all
anything
should
about
know.
gazpacho.
Does it have beans?
About that.
No.
No.
Serve cold.
Yep. It's chilled.
Oh.
What do you
Okay.
mean next?
What?
It's the whole point of the game.
Dumb
It's
question.
cold?
It's a very good question.
It's a great
Yeah, you
question.
serve the
soup
soup
is
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's
Why
chilled.
would I ever eat a cold soup?
It's not about you eating it. It's about knowing what
I'm
it
just saying I
is.
would never know that because I would never eat a cold soup. But anyway, you get the idea. So that's going to happen Thursday morning at this time on the
gonna
Ace
go
and
great.
TJ
I
Show.
wouldn't do it, Riggins, if that's the way he's going to react to
Right.
it.
It's just gonna be a-
Yeah, he's
Well, you
just
don't
like
eat a
any
lot of
question,
things.
any question he doesn't know, it's like, how would I know that?
Yeah, I don't
Next
eat that.
question.
It's like, well, you don't eat a lot of
I've
things.
never eaten it either.
Stupid.
Yeah, I haven't either. But I know that
Stupid question,
gazpacho
but
is
okay.
cold.
Okay.
It's the cold soup.
dumb.
I'm allowed to comment on the questions.
Unless
if I
it's gonna
so
be-
choose.
And that was one of the easy ones. That's on
Yeah.
the first round.
Unless it's going to be
That's
about...
one of the easy
That was a
ones.
practice round.
That's one of the easy ones. We're going to fight to a 0-0 tie.
I think all the questions need to focus on foods with sticks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I win that one
There
every
you go.
time.
So that's coming up Thursday.
It's Tuesday. The doctors are in. This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show. On the Ace and TJ Show.
All right. I love this group therapy because it's not really a question as far as what do I do. This guy's looking for everyone to share with him how often they do what he does. Wait till you hear what it is that he does. Keep me anonymous, obviously. I'm a 40-year-old married father of 3, and I still think of my college girlfriend every day. Sometimes it's a quick thought only, but other times it's a bit more. I remember something we did, or just even wonder how my life would look if we never split. I can't even remember now why we did, and sometimes my thought is that I didn't fight hard enough for the relationship. We dated between the ages of 19 and 21. This was 19 years ago. She would be my, quote, one that got away, end quote. I was curious if this was normal, and if not, what is the normal amount to think of an ex? So, is it normal to think of an ex? And what is the normal amount? If so, what is the normal amount to think of an ex? Alexis, you're already shaking your head.
Yeah, I don't ever think about my exes.
Yeah. Well, you never had a good ex either.
Well,
though,
true.
did you? So this guy's 40 years old, married, father of 3, and I think he said, I still think of my college girlfriend every day.
And he's married.
Got 3 kids.
Which
I feel bad for
which
his
is a
wife.
stronger bond than actually just being married. If he's married,
Married.
Yeah.
they're serious.
Because I feel sad for the wife.
Married.
Now, would you take that to mean that he doesn't love the wife?
No, I'm sure he does love her, but still, like, as a woman, if you know your man's thinking of his ex-girlfriend every day.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know that.
I know, but still, I know it.
You don't think of like past experiences in adult experiences in that way?
Yeah, but not every day.
Okay, but that's his question. but that's just his question. One, I'm curious if this was normal, and if not, what is the normal amount to think of an ex? So you admit you do think of it sometimes, but it's not a
Once in
regular
a
thing.
blue moon.
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Riggins, do you think of an ex often?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah, every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you're similar to this guy. So okay.
Yeah.
TJ?
I think it's a floating mathematical formula depending on how mean his wife is being at the time.
That could have a lot to do with
I
it.
think
You're right.
that is if he's feeling like his wife doesn't treat him right or she's being mean to him or something, then he's going to sit. And so it would be the other way around too. If it were the woman, in a reversal here, then you sit and think about, when you're in that unhappy moment, thinking you're not being respected or treated well, this wouldn't be happening if I were still with, Reggie Glenn from college or whatever.
Reggie Glenn.
And I don't think you always probably think of it as, I wish I was with that person. It may be, I wonder what they're doing now. Or, I wonder what that would have turned out like if I'd done this differently or that differently. I don't think it's always going to be a longing for that particular person.
No, because they could have turned out to be ugly.
Exactly.
They could have gotten ugly after college.
All right, so we just posted this on our social media. Now, if you want to be anonymous, DM us, but we really want to know the answer to this. Is it normal? He thinks of her every day and wonders how differently his life would have been. Is that normal? And if not, what is the normal amount to think of an ex? And when you think, and share that part too, if you think of the ex, what do you think of? At the Ace TJ Show. It's on all of our social media. We'll get your answers next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
People seem to think everybody thinks it's a girl. So I guess we can go ahead and poll and see what they think.
Well, okay. All right, so introduce everybody in the family and let's talk about who everybody is and what their predictions are going to be for tonight.
I think it's going to be a boy, but I am team grandchild no matter what.
His prediction is...
It's got to be a boy. It's going to be a boy.
Okay.
Cade, this is my son, and Cade is 20. And what is your... Well, first off, let's talk... Well, what's your prediction first? Predict. Not what your heart... You're predicting...
A girl.
Okay. Now, what do you want it to be?
A girl.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's for sure. Exciting for us, and it's a whole new life for everybody, and we're just super excited, and it means so much that you take the time to share your congratulations and your thoughts and your prayers, and thank you. God bless you all for that. It means very much. You've gotten me through the past couple years, and it means a lot. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you guys. I'm very excited to share this with you all. And I even convinced him to do a little gender reveal, even though we found out together it was very special. And I feel very blessed to have a very healthy baby. I'm very excited for this.
It's been a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, guys.
We're going to go now so we don't have to clean up this living room.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
We're going to get out quickly.
We love y'all. Thank you so much. We'll see you right here next week on
Thank
YouTube,
you.
live from the living room.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche. Traveler's checks just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
What's a traveler's, like a money order?
It's similar to a money order, but
You traveling with the check?
yeah, like I'll give you an example. When I went to, like when I was a kid, I went to Pittsburgh when I was in high school for this student council thing. And we took...
No, go on. Sorry. I had to go to Pittsburgh for the student council meeting. Hi, I'm here for the student council meeting. Here's my traveler check. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Do student council because it shows you're a leader and you're going to be great as an adult. I'm kidding.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on AceTJTV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All right, you need furniture for your house. Even if you don't need it, you just want it, and you want the best, then you need a Sweet Dreams mattress and furniture. Bedroom furniture, living room furniture, accessories. We're talking about even the pillows and the beddings, all of that. Whether you need just a box spring or a mattress, or you need a whole living room set, they have it at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, and they serve it up with a smile. That's what they do. Not to sound folksy or anything, but they do. And they say if you come in there and you don't have a smile, they'll give you one of theirs. No, they don't say that. I made that up. Well, I didn't make up the phrase. I made up the fact that they say that. So if you want, comfortable mattresses and beautiful furniture, even the TJ and Jody living room set, you can go in there and check that out because they're sponsors of the TJ and Jody's House podcast. And all you got to do is go to acetj.com/mattress to see Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture stuff. acetj.com/mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
A couple of things that I find kind of interesting today. It was 51 years ago today, January 24th, 1972. Farmers in Guam discovered a Japanese soldier who'd hid in the jungle for 28 years. He had no idea that World War II was over.
28 years?
Yeah, and I've seen this story before, if I remember it correctly. When they first made contact with him, he wouldn't come out or whatever until they had to go back and find his superior officer. They had to somehow track this guy down in Japan to tell him, it's okay, stand down. Because he'd been living off the land for 28 years.
I bet he was in great shape.
Yeah, I bet he was in phenomenal shape.
Can't even imagine that.
All right, and this is kind of weird. Has anybody else seen the TV show on TLC? I've never seen the show. I've just seen the ad for it. It made me think of what I say. I Am Shauna Ray.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's 23 years old, but because of a medical condition, she looks like she's 8. She had brain cancer as a child, and the treatment stunted her growth. She's 3'10", weighs 50 pounds, and looks like an 8 or 9 year old. Fair to say, Riggins?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's dating a travel blogger named Dan Swigert, who's 26. Now, here's what's unfair. He's 26, she's 23, but people look at him and treat him like he's some kind of a creep. Because when they're out together, it looks like he's dating an 8 or 9 year old person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing anything wrong. Neither is she. But is
I
it?
know, right? Because I'm just like, oh no.
But that's the reaction, though. But what's he doing wrong, Riggins? She's 23 years old.
I think there's a double standard because you're very quick to criticize, like, I don't know. I don't want to get into them. Like, I don't want to. Yeah, I think if that's what you're into, no, I don't want to say anything.
But I mean, she is a grown woman. Yeah. She just is tiny because of this medical condition.
And I think, though, that that it is, I mean, he's not doing anything wrong legally and all of that stuff. But I don't think that it's fair to everyday people for them to get all up in arms and offended by the looks that they get and things like that, because it's not normal. It's not what you see every day.
It's a little unusual.
Yeah.
So just something to think about. It's rather odd.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
We've talked about Rob, had a whole big deal several weeks ago about how he doesn't like to talk to people outside of this room, including 9-year-old children who come to his try to get into the gate at his house to go up to the door to sell him lemonade. He watched them on his doorbell camera until they went away, but not until they cussed him and said he sucks and got quite hostile.
He sucks.
All the while, he was in there cowering in fear, wanting them to go away. Just go away. Just go away. So, Rob, what happened yesterday?
So, yesterday I had my doctor's appointments I told you about, but before then I had time to go home and, do some work and sit around with the dog. And, of course, took my pants off, laying on the couch. While I was there, I got a ring notification that someone was at the driveway. I checked it. There was a van out there. Then I got the notification that somebody's at the front door, which is another step in. That's where you can see him on the front porch. And this person locked themselves into said porch. So they closed the door behind them. And to be fair, they were an Amazon driver. And he took a picture and could not figure out how to get out of the porch.
So did you buzz him in, or he?
No, it's just a latch on a fence.
Yeah,
and it opens on one side, and it's a little bit more difficult to open on the inside. I get it, but he could not figure it out. He was stuck, and I just had happened to check the notification to see what was going on, and I saw panic in his eyes, just absolute panic, and he could not figure it out at all. So he then decided to climb the fence, scaled it.
Oh, no.
And so you never thought about going out and helping him get out of the yard?
I wouldn't have been able to get out there in time because his panic was quick, and he was like, I got to get out of here.
So because you weren't wearing pants, you wouldn't have been able to get up off the couch, put on pants, and go outside and say, let me help you, buddy. I'll unlock the gate for you.
I just didn't have time. I had to go find the pants because they weren't right beside me.
Or is it because you were not gonna go outside? And
by the time I had seen that he had gone over the fence, I was in the kitchen about to go out there. I was so close.
You had put your pants back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't buckle the belt, just put pants on.
Yeah, that's always great. A man comes to the door with his belt clanging. Clang, clang, clang. And so we have you pulled the audio of what he sounded like?
Yeah, like he didn't say much, but he did have one phrase that he said as soon as he made the realization.
Okay.
Let's see if we can hear it.
Think I locked my damn self in the gate.
Himself in the gate.
Yeah.
Think I locked my damn self in the gate.
I think I locked my damn self in the gate.
And there's a picture of it right now up on the YouTube feed if you're watching. I sent the picture to Todd.
Where he's jumping back over the wall.
He's jumping over the fence.
Yeah.
That is hysterical.
I was like, what's he doing? Oh, what?
Poor guy.
Yeah, because I mean he's on a time crunch.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his work done.
He's got to get some work done, man.
He doesn't know if there's a dog around the corner going to come eat him up.
I mean, he was so calm for most of the time. He even noticed that he didn't close the gate completely. And he was like, okay, that's cool. I mean, that he did close the gate, and he's like, oh, okay, that's cool. He took his picture, turned around, and you just see like a moment of freeze. And he just goes, oh, no.
Man.
Oh, no.
And so when it comes down to it, though, you were far less terrified of what happened yesterday than when the 9-year-olds were trying to sell you the lemonade.
Very much so.
Those evil kids.
Amazon makes their way to my house many days. So I was prepared. I wasn't prepared to assist. But
wow. I mean, everyday heroes living among us
Right.
is what Rob is.
I mean, and then the dog barked after that, so it was a real hassle for me.
Oh, now the dog barking.
Wow.
Maybe the pants should be within eyesight, you know?
You would think.
Or maybe have like comfy shorts that you can just like,
But I don't want to put them on. I don't even want any shorts on. I don't want to go outside.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Is it an innocent look back? Is he longing for something from the past? And is he that unusual? Today's group therapy. The guy's 40, married, father of 3, and said, I still think of my college girlfriend every day. Sometimes it's a quick thought only, but other times it's a bit more. I remember something we did or just even wonder how my life would look if we never split. I can't even remember now why we did. And sometimes my thought is that I didn't fight hard enough for the relationship. We dated between the ages of 19 and 21. This was 19 years ago. She would be my one that got away. I was just curious if this was normal, and if not, what is the normal amount to think of an ex? Well, a lot of people didn't answer the question. They just decided to tell him what a sorry person he is. But here's one answer from a lady, and it says, keep me anonymous. I've been married and divorced twice, and I still think of my high school boyfriend every day. I was very close with his family. We live in different states now, but about every 10 years, he reaches out no matter what my marital status. He is also married.
Ooh, well, that's different.
Now, Alexis, would you be upset if you got married and found out that every few years your husband, it could be much as, hey, just check it in. Hadn't talked to you in a couple of years, see how you're doing,
No.
to an ex-girlfriend?
No. Not if they was like that, like very close with their family and things like that. Things
Wouldn't
ended
bother
well.
you at all?
I'm not saying it wouldn't bother me at all, but I wouldn't make a big fuss about
If he
it.
said something like, girl, I tell you what, I can see those classes of working out your body's looking better
No,
than
then
ever.
that's different, obviously. But I have people that maybe that I didn't date, but that I had, things with, and that I'm still friends with them.
Yeah.
Well, we just got this DM. Alexis knows she a damn lie.
Please.
24 hours ago, you were talking about how excited you were that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if out of the blue you check in on an ex and just like, hey, how are things? You think I'm not gonna like it, but I'm not gonna get upset about it because I would probably do the same thing.
Alex.
Well, then y'all don't need to be married.
Oh, she just added
on exes.
She just added, by catch up, he calls me. We catch up on life and kids and family. Last time we stayed in contact for about a year, and then communication faded. It's been several years since we've spoken.
Not like that. It should be like a message on Facebook, like, hey, how are things going?
Why?
If that was to happen, he asked me if I would get upset. That would be the situation.
But why would it be okay?
Because it's just if they, like how she said that she was really close with his family and things like that. What if they just ended as friends? You're not talking every day, but once every 10 years just to catch up and say, oh, how are things? Okay, cool, awesome.
An infinite number of friends you can have out there without being friends with an ex. Checking in on them all the time. They both still want it.
Stop.
The majority of answers here are about him and his wife. For example, your poor wife. And Angela said the grass isn't always greener. And Blake said, you're 40. If you're the same person you were when you were 20, you've done something terribly wrong. Make yourself stop dwelling on her. You should be able to do that because you're 40. Squeeze your kids, love the woman that gave them to you and that you committed your life to. To some, it grow the F of. Sincerely, a guy who learned lessons the hard way. Someone else said, every day seems a bit much. People think of the ex from hearing a song or doing something that reminds them of the other. I think people want to glamorize old relationships when theirs is hard and forget all the bad. Your wife and kids deserve someone committed to them, not dreaming of what could have been. Exes are exes for a reason. That's kind of the general sentiment of the vast majority of responses.
So sometimes they're exes for a reason that you never wanted. I never wanted that reason. So that was a guy that said that last thing, or a woman that said that about
X's are X's for a reason.
No, and then the person said that about things aren't always greener, and when you feel like this, and then you think about the other. It was a woman.
Yeah, woman.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Is that depends on how mean his wife's being to him at the time, is how much he's thinking about it. But she was just saying that it's his wife's fault, I think is what she just said.
Really?
If I can read into that.
That it's his wife's fault?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go.
It's the wife's fault.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
I cannot believe I forgot to tell y'all yesterday about my meeting with the law Saturday. I had to spend some time with the cops Saturday afternoon. And it is for a stupid reason. Next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
And
you got a little active during that show too, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I did. And then I was also after that I was taking speakers down and putting equipment back up and all of that.
Yeah.
So I needed a fresh shirt, and I just grabbed that purple one and put it on, and then I was fresh and fat like Barney.
I didn't say fat. You were looking like.
Oh well, Barney is not exactly built
He's
like
just a
Mario
large
Lopez.
fella.
He's not Zac Efron. It's not like a purple. Well, you know what?
It's just a purple reminding me
You know
of
what?
Barney.
Zac Efron, if we painted you purple, you'd look just like Barney the dinosaur.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hope everybody's in as good a mood as we are.
Yeah, mine's fading though. I'm tired.
We got a long day.
Some people need to take a nap.
Some people won't be like. Did you do that?
Hey, some people trying to be like this here. That's my wife hates that.
I didn't know you did that until the podcast.
Yeah.
You said. Sometimes he'd just be like. Some people just want to.
And then act like I'm sleeping. I'm gonna be like this here.
That would be so annoying.
You say she doesn't like that when she's talking about plans that she's made for the two of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we go out and meet this and that. Yeah, some people trying to be like this here.
He's so annoying.
That would be so annoying.
It's so annoying.
Tell him all the things you want to do today.
So she came up to watch TV in my TV room and sat on the other half of the puffy couch. And I said, because you know how cold-natured she is. She came in there and I go, yeah, so some people like to have a fan on. But I'm going back downstairs. I'm not sitting up here with the fan blowing on.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV Radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
We're doing more and more live shows. We got a new one coming out Friday, a new Share Funny Live that you can check out on our YouTube channel. And here's the thing. It's all thanks to AB Mortgage, Atlantic Bay Mortgage. They give you lending peace of mind. When you start dealing with a mortgage or a refi or a cash out refi and this flood of paperwork starts coming at you, it makes you wonder if it's even worth it. That's where Atlantic Bay Mortgage comes in because they can break it down, make it easy for you. And I've said it before, they did it for me and it made it such an easy process. And all the houses I bought and all this kind of stuff that I've been involved with, they made it easier than anybody else ever has. It's called Lending Peace of Mind. That's what they do. Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Find out more at acetj.com/AB. It's Atlantic Bay Mortgage, NMLS number 91236.
So there's a guy named CJ, he got on Twitter and he said, "What's everyone's favorite guilty pleasure meal?" Now, a lot of people didn't get it. They were saying like Snickers candy bar and a slushie. That's not what he was looking for. What is your favorite guilty pleasure meal? And one of the top tweets came from a Jets player who said, "I cut up hot dogs and put it in baked beans," which again, that's beanie weenies.
Yeah.
We grew up eating
fairly
that.
common.
But it gets pretty out of control. One guy said, "My favorite guilty pleasure meal is putting potato salad on a hot dog in the bun." That's how he eats a hot dog.
That could be pretty good.
That could be
if
good.
you like tater salad.
I love good potato salad. That sounds
The
great.
picture looks really good. Somebody said noodles with chopped up summer sausage and crushed Doritos on top. That's what we're talking about.
You think that person ever smokes weed?
I mean, come on. A lot of these do seem a little weed-like. A woman named Steffi said, "Always Annie's mac and cheese, but I eat 2 boxes straight to the face. Like, just don't mess around. Two boxes right to the head."
That's like my chicken Alfredo with Hot Pockets as a dipping bread.
Perfect.
It's my favorite.
Instead of garlic bread,
Exactly.
you have Hot Pockets.
A Hot Pocket.
How many Hot Pockets?
At least 2.
This person said, Chef Boyardee, spaghetti and meatballs in the can, but then pour that over rice.
Oh, that would be good.
That actually is pretty good.
A little carb
With a little
loading.
Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese on top. Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds nasty.
Cut up hot dogs and a can of corn mixed together.
Yeah, it's okay.
Some of these are really vile.
I'm fascinated though by the fact that Alexis uses Hot Pockets as bread.
Yeah, it's great. It's like stuffed spread.
You know, I don't like weenies with anything but bread. I can't eat a weenie if it's not in bread.
Yeah, I get that.
I don't even eat it in a beanie weenie.
Oh, really? You wouldn't
I
even
leave
eat
those.
That? Yeah, those are so good. Cheap white bread dipped in a tub of country crock when I'm blackout drunk.
Yes.
At 3 a.m.
With sugar on it.
Ace TJ.
Who's looking good on TV today? You can watch the show now every day on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel, acetjtv. So the show is live on YouTube, then it repeats. You can see all the other great stuff like TJ's Fitting for Yourself, Ace at Large, everything up on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. It's acetjtv. Now, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern, the live Share Funny that we recorded last Friday night in Greenville, North Carolina is going to be aired, and it should be spectacular. Hands down, the best that we have. It was already fixed. Okay. Rob messing with stuff behind me while I'm trying to talk. I didn't know what he was doing. So Saturday, so we went to Greenville Friday. You can watch this Share Funny live this Friday. But we got back on Saturday. We came back Saturday morning. And I had taken the equipment, and then I had Alexis and Rob and my wife with me. We rented a Suburban because we had to get all of our gear down there. We come back, make it down back. Everything works out great. We come back, and I drop it off. No problem. Wife picks me up, go home, drop the dog off, all that. So let's go grab something to eat. We're both starving. And we go in and we sit down and we go to Chili's and I order my food and my food comes. And as my food hits the table in front of me, I begin to eat. And after about 3 bites, my phone rings and I glance over and I see the name of the rental car company on my phone. And I said out loud to Amanda, why is the rental car company calling me? And followed by, I know why. Hello? And the guy goes, sir, he confirms who I am. And I said, yes. And I said, I know why you're calling, and I'm an idiot. He goes, well, according to Enterprise, sir, we're not allowed to touch the weapon. We have to call the police. Oh! I went off and left my pistol in the glove box of the rental car.
Oh, no.
Not as bad as it seems. He said it's not a big deal. It's happened before, but we are required to contact the police. So if you're here, when the police get here, they'll just let you take it. But we're not allowed to touch anything. And now that we've called the cops, only they can take it out of the vehicle. I said, no sweat. I'm on my way. So Amanda goes, just go, come back and pick me up when you're done. So I drive down there. I'm sitting there in the rental car place, and about 3 minutes after I get there, I'm just sitting down. 2 police officers walk in, and I said, you're here for me, and I'm an idiot. And he started laughing. And I said, here's my concealed carry permit. Here's my ID. And he goes, okay, no problem. We're walking backwards. And we get back to the car. And then the Enterprise guy is like, it's in the glove box. And the officer goes to get it, but he checks the console in the middle. And then the guy goes, it's in the glove box. And so the cop points at him like, well, go ahead and you can take it out. And he goes, I'm not allowed to touch it. So the cop had to go around and take it. He takes it out of the holster, checks it, it's loaded. He gives, okay, he goes, you got to keep it in the holster. Well, I need to watch you get in your car and keep it in the holster the entire time. And I said, I'm real sorry. He goes, look, it's not the first time I've done one of these, and it won't be the last. It happens all the time. And I was like, thank God.
And you almost didn't bring that pistol with you.
I know. And
it was like a last minute thought.
I started not to do it because y'all were going to be in the car. And then I changed my mind when we went back to pick up Amanda. Like, let me go ahead and get that. Just
I was like, oh, he's strapped up. Okay.
Because I take it with me everywhere I go. Anytime I travel, I take it with me. And I thought against it when having you and Rob in the car. But
so you weren't going to protect us? But when Amanda came, you're like, all right, I got to protect her? Really?
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes down. I didn't know how y'all would feel about that. It'd be weird, but yeah, I did not look like a responsible gun owner to the police officer for leaving it in the glove box. But what happened was I wanted to put it in the console, and Amanda was like, "It went in the console, like." So if it would accidentally go off, it could hit somebody. I'm like, well, it's not going to accidentally go off, but look, it's fine. Just put it in the glove box if that makes you feel better. Well, and nobody used the glove box for anything. Had it been in the console, when I opened the console to get my stuff out of it, it would have been there. I would have seen it and been okay. So it's really not my fault.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got it with you for a reason, and if the reason comes, then you need to be able to get to it.
I know.
God. I love that all your interactions with cops and they were laughing about it. It's like, okay. Every time Ace has an encounter with him, he's laughing. I don't know. There have been a couple, I feel like. I've heard a couple stories.
And he was like, yeah.
They were laughing when you threatened to shove the rental car up the person's.
He did find that funny.
And that was like, found a gun.
Yesterday. You were saying that yesterday.
That officer found that hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure. They love that stuff.
I mean, you tell a guy at a store if he was there, you'd shove the rental truck up his rear end.
He was laughing about it.
The cop was like, that's funny. That was 25 years ago, 24 years ago.
The second one, they were laughing about it. A lot of laughing.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Threats
I love
pistols.
cops with a sense of humor.
They're all laughing when they see them. The Super Bowl's trending, but not for the game. I'll tell you why coming up next in Now
This
Trending.
is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, there were more than 2 big events that occurred. 1, you're going to know all about. 2, it's a little more personal. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 34 years ago today, January 24th, 1989. 2 big events occurred. Number 1, Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in Florida for his terrible crimes. And number 2, a great album was released. On this day in 1989, 34 years ago, the great Skid Row released its debut album called Skid Row, which featured Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, and possibly the greatest power ballad of all time. It's right up there. It's my favorite of all time. I Remember You. Sold over 5 million copies. If you don't know, check it out. It's well worth it. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom. The hottest trending topics coming up at the top of the hour. It's next, Riggins, and now trending. Thanks to the Johnson Group. Any commercial cleaning needs that you may have, it's the Johnson Group. acetj.com/clean. Office space, medical building space, doesn't matter how big, how small. acetj.com/clean for the Johnson Group.
There's this story of an influencer on the TikTok who says that she goes on, or did, she went on 6 dates a week for 2 years and never had to buy groceries. Have we talked about her before?
I don't know. That's a lot.
This TikToker.
I can see that would work. If you could actually do that, if she actually did go on 6 dates a week for 2 years, I can see how she would never have to buy groceries.
Yeah, because she's got leftovers probably every time she leaves one of these dates and all that. But I wonder how many of them that she would, because there's no way she's going on 6 good dates or interesting dates in a week. Not saying necessarily that there's 6 different people. Could be, 2 dates in 1 week with the same person.
Right.
But man, don't you want to just stay home one night
Yes.
and relax?
I'd rather pay for the groceries.
Oh,
and the amount of planning you got to do over text message. I'll meet you here at 8. That happens every day, all day. That's it.
Getting dressed, having to put
That's
makeup
what I
on.
was saying. The getting ready or having to be prepared ahead of time to go somewhere after work every day, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's
it's not
like
worth it.
my little friend Jenny and her handsome husband Michael go out to eat every single night. when he gets home from work around 6 to 6:30 ish, he takes a shower immediately, and they head out to a restaurant, sports bar, some kind of an eatery, and they're out for pretty much the rest of the night until time to go home and go to bed. I just can't be out that much. Call me lazy, old, whatever. But that would be exhaustive.
But and a date would be even harder to do that with because you've got to really dress up more.
Try,
but I
have
bet she's
conversation.
Not her or anything, or I wouldn't think putting their best foot forward. It's like, whatever. I just, bring me the chicken tenders, and I'll have extra, so I'll have leftovers to take them home. You wouldn't do that, Alexis? You love free food.
No.
You ever gone out with a guy that you really weren't interested in just so you wanted the food that he was going to take you to?
Not at all.
Oh,
I'd
really?
rather
That's right,
just
because
stay
you were in the
home.
restaurant business.
Yeah.
That does change things.
Yeah,
A little
exactly.
bit, yeah.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Don't ever miss the weekend review song. It's Riggins' original musical stylings every Friday. That's so funny. It's sponsored by Calitrin. If you need, listen to me now. If you need some help losing weight, try Calitrin. Go to acetj.com/weight loss. They've got a great special right now. They're going to save you a lot of money. It's not a diet drug. All right? It's not. acetj.com/weight loss. Check out Calitrin.
There was a lady that just ordered Calitrin this week and sent over the weekend, whatever, and sent us a message about how kind they were, how sweet they were when she talked to them on the phone.
Yeah, they're Southern.
Really cool. acetj.com/Calitrin.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ show.
So the WWE is trending this morning. It's not because it's about wrestling. They're saying that former President Donald Trump is planning a WWE style comeback video to announce his return to Twitter, which would be something else. And I 100% believe it.
I believe it too. Who cares?
I believe it. Who cares? All right. Well,
No, I mean, not about the story. I mean, I didn't mean, I'm glad you're reporting it, but I'm saying, does anybody really, you're going to do a big thing about coming back to Twitter? Does anybody really care? Is it going to, I mean, are people going to get all pumped up about that? Like, oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure so. There's a lot of people that are going to get pumped up about it.
Mm-hmm. Today, on this day, let me do a little ace. On this day in 1935, the first beer was sold in a can. So
Really?
today is National Beer Can Day.
Well, which beer
that's
was
cool.
it? Do you know?
American Can Company. Well, I don't know.
No.
Somewhere in Virginia.
So, what do you like better? Is it a bottle for you, Alexis, or you like it in the can?
I like cans better.
Get colder?
Yes.
I think so too.
Yes.
I don't know what he's getting at. That's why I'm like, whatever.
Nothing. I just you're the beer food person.
It's fine. It's nothing.
Some people like bottles, and others prefer it in the can.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
I'm not saying anything.
You are saying something. I don't know what it is,
No,
but
I'm
you're
not.
saying it.
No, I'm not.
I don't know what it is, but you're saying
Yeah,
it.
you're saying it.
He's doing it
There's
again.
Something.
He's doing it again. Pete Davidson has removed all of his Kim Kardashian themed tattoos. He had 3 of them. 2 of them were tattoos. One of them was a brand. One of them he had on his collarbone that said, "My girl is a lawyer." The other, he had her kid's initials tattooed on him. Both of those are gone. And then he had Kim's name branded on his chest. And it even looks like that is now just like a faint scar. So
how long did they go out?
A couple months.
A couple months. Yeah, a couple months.
Yeah.
And he's branding her name into his chest. Slow down, my friend.
I said
Slow
it back
down.
then when he did it. I say it now that he's having all that removed. He need to go to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital. Something is wrong with him.
I don't know if I'm stating Kim Kardashian.
That's what I'm
She's
saying,
like,
Riggins. Would you do
I would
it?
brand it on my
you
forehead.
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
He thinks she's the hottest woman in the
It
world.
doesn't matter. Riggins
Top
is
5
not.
all time.
He's not an insane idiot.
He just said he would
not
do it.
He's just saying that he would not do it.
You love?
And if he did do it, then I'd say the same thing about him. He need to go to hospital.
You gonna take him?
Yeah, I'll take him to the hospital. He'll be like, something is wrong. This boy's brain has snapped. He need a doctor.
The problem is Pete's removing a lot of his tattoos, so now, and he's also getting new ones at the same time. So it's really looking bad. I mean, there's a lot of scarring going on, and then new tattoos that don't really, go together. So it's beginning to look.
It's clearly killing his dating life.
But at
Yeah,
this
I mean, he hasn't
point,
struggled.
At this point, can anything harm his looks?
Yeah, I don't know.
He need to go to the hospital.
You think?
Yeah.
That's what Kanye said.
Kanye's wanting to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he need to go to the hospital too.
And then Billboard has named Prince as the best Super Bowl halftime show of all time. So that's why the Super Bowl is trending this morning.
It was
not about the
spectacular.
game. Yeah, it was fan voted. So everybody said Prince as the best Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Because you did get that combination of things, like just one of those things when it works out perfectly that he closes with Purple Rain in a driving rainstorm in Miami. It was just spectacular.
Yeah, the stories are almost legendary now about that show. When they told the one I like is when they say, somebody go tell Prince it's raining, and they come back and they say, Prince wants to know if you can make it rain harder. It's like, oh yeah, rock and roll. Like, who knows if any of that's true? But it was a great story. Great story. So Rihanna is performing at the 2023 Super Bowl halftime. And we'll see how that goes. It's now called the Apple Music halftime show.
Yeah, for the first time, it's not Pepsi.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
But those are a few things that are now trending.
Well, something big has to happen in Alexis's new almost boyfriend's life. I don't even know if he knows this is going to happen yet. She knows. She's got it down and planned. So we'll find out if he knows what's about to go on and if he will allow it. Coming up next.
I cannot wait for this. I've been waiting for this since I saw it this morning.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
And
And you got a little active during that show too, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I did. And then I was also after that I was taking speakers down and putting equipment back up and all of that.
Yeah.
So I needed a fresh shirt, and I just grabbed that purple one and put it on, and then I was fresh. Fresh and fat like Barney.
I didn't say that. You were looking like.
Oh well, Barney is not exactly built
He's
like
just a
Mario
large
Lopez.
fella.
He's not Zac Efron. It's not like a purple. Oh, you know what?
It's just a purple reminding me
You
of
know what?
Barney.
Zac Efron, if we painted you purple, you'd look just like Barney the dinosaur.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hope everybody's in as good a mood as we are.
Yeah, mine's fading though. I'm tired.
We got a long day.
Some people need to take a nap.
Some people won't be like. Did you do that?
Hey, some people trying to be like this here. That's my wife hates that.
I didn't know you did that until the podcast.
Yeah.
You said. Sometimes he'd just be like. Some people just want to.
And then act like I'm asleep. I'm gonna be like this here.
That would be so annoying.
You say she doesn't like that when she's talking about plans that she's made for the two of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we go out and meet this and that. Yeah, some people trying to be like this here.
He's so annoying.
That would be so annoying.
It's so annoying.
Tell him all the things you want to do today.
So she came up to watch TV in my TV room and sat on the other half of the puffy couch. And I said, because you know how cold-natured she is. She came in there and I go, yeah, so some people like to have the fan on. But I'm going back downstairs. I'm not sitting up here with the fan blowing on.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for AceTJTV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching Just You and Us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Make sure that whenever you need something in the world of real estate, whether it's branding, marketing, selling, buying a house, that you think of the Temple team. The Temple team is very helpful with all of our charitable efforts. We love them. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Been knowing them for years. The Temples and I guess would be considered my personal agent, which is her name being called Kelly. Know them all, love them all. Go to Temple Team, acetj.com/Temple Team for the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
So that 90s show is now on Netflix, and I haven't watched it. I've seen a couple of the trailers, and it seems good. I don't know, but I haven't watched enough to know anything about it. Is it not good, Alexis? Have you watched it?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Is it good, Rob?
I liked it, but I really enjoyed that 70s show.
But he also likes She-Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
So, but it will probably be a hit on Netflix. So I put together some 90s song. That 90s quiz. You ready? What is the name of the character from Friends who is famous for attempting to seduce women by saying, "How you doing?"
Joey.
Good. The lead singer of this 90s band was married to Gwen Stefani. Singer and the band.
Gavin Rosdale from Bush.
That is correct, Rob. What Nickelodeon animated show starred Tommy, Chucky, and Angelica?
Rugrats.
Okay. What reality television show is known to be the first reality show?
The Real World?
Correct. Cops, also considered an acceptable answer. And finally, what was the name of the sheep that was effectively cloned for the first time in 1996?
Dolly.
Dolly.
That is correct.
Oh, look at that. I took a guess on that
You
one.
were surprised you got the news question.
Because that ain't the Dolly we all wanted to be cloned.
That's a good point.
Clone Dolly Parton. That's what we need.
God.
The only Dolly.
Yeah, the first Real World started, what, 91?
I think technically there was a PBS documentary type reality show about a family.
PBS had a reality show.
I'm just saying, if you're going to go technical on it, I would never watch anything on PBS, nor allow my children to, but I think technically that was the very first reality show, but not many people knew about it.
Jersey Shore is my first reality show. So.
Well, it's a good one.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history was a very spicy day. You might be surprised at how long ago this very spicy thing happened. I'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at...
The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today...
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 34 years ago today, January 24th, 1989. Two big events occurred. Number one, Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in Florida for his terrible crimes. And number two, a great album was released. On this day in 1989, 34 years ago, the great Skid Row released its debut album called Skid Row, which featured Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, and possibly the greatest power ballad of all time. It's right up there. It's my favorite of all time. I Remember You. Sold over 5 million copies. If you don't know, check it out. It's well worth it. That's Today in History.
Hey, let me tell you something. You don't know the thrill of eating a steak unless that steak has been delivered to you so conveniently from Omaha Steaks. I've gotten spoiled with the Omaha Steaks now. I just love them. The gourmet steaks that they have that are perfectly aged and juicy and tender and all of that stuff. Go to omahasteaks.com and then use the promo code TJ when you check out, and you'll get $30 off. So you can stock up now. Make sure you always have Omaha Steaks on hand, because you never know. Hey, I want something more delicious tonight than what we've been having. Boom, there are the Omaha Steaks. Now, it's not just steaks. It's also entire meals, delicious side dishes, comfort foods, desserts, all from Omaha Steaks. And you can save 50% now on select Omaha Steak customer favorites. And you just ask anybody who's ever had an Omaha Steak delivery how great it is. It's absolutely awesome. Omaha Steaks is the leader in gourmet steaks. omahasteaks.com, promo code TJ. That's your $30 off at checkout right there. OmahaSteaks.com, promo code TJ for $30 off. Minimum order may be required. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. We've been talking about Alexis's personal life all the time. And usually, if you want to know about Alexis's personal life, you got to go to a truck stop restroom and read the walls.
It's not true.
You got to go to the discotheque on Saturday nights where she's out there dancing and gyrating and pelvic thrusting all over the place. Making things, making it applaud. Is that what the kids say?
Yeah,
They say, make it applaud, make it applaud.
Yup. I'd be applauding all over the place.
She can make that thing applaud. But we were talking about yesterday her new, don't call him boyfriend, who is getting a new place. Is it today he's moving in today?
Yesterday he moved in.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you already done what you need to do, or do you got to go over there and do it now that he's got all of his furniture and stuff in there?
I got to go do it now that everything is in its place.
Okay. And what is that you were doing?
Well, after I leave today, I have to go to the crystal shop, and I need to get sage, I need to get frankincense, I need to get crystals, to be able to sage his new place and clear out any bad energy that may be lingering around.
From previous tenants?
Previous tenants and just,
This is a new start.
Yeah, new start.
Is he cool with that?
Yeah. I was going to ask, he's a conservative, right? So is he into all that stuff, or he just lets you do it just so keep the peace, or because you want to do it, you can do it?
Well, when I told him yesterday that I was going to go get some of this stuff to go do it today, he's like, please do that.
Really?
And he didn't say it in a sarcastic way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because he sees the vibes that I put out and like the energy that I have in my apartment, and the only way to keep it like that is because I sage and my crystals and all that.
Not. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he says, please go do that.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Ask him.
I don't believe you. If he's a true conservative, he wouldn't be saying that. Is he a man of God? Does he believe in the Lord?
He does believe in God.
Okay. Well, then you're lying.
That's not lying.
And you have a devil mouth.
Stop it.
You have a devil mouth that's lying on that nice fella. He doesn't want all that. Crystals and what else are you getting? I know the sage. What else did you say? Myrrh.
Yeah, myrrh and frankincense.
Frankincense.
Yeah, frankincense is good for clearing bad energy.
Yeah.
And then myrrh is for keeping the good energy in.
What does the sage do then?
It's the same. Sage is just like everybody can use sage. This is a little bit more specific.
So what do you do with the other stuff? You burn the sage. What do you do with the other things?
They sell incense sticks, and so you just burn them too.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna say clear out all the bad energy. You got to get the corners.
Mm-hmm.
The corners is where bad energy usually likes to stay.
It likes to stay.
It likes to stay there.
I get it. Damn that bad energy.
I know. Yeah.
And what do you do with the crystals? Do they have to go in a certain place?
Yeah, I'm gonna put them in different places in his apartment.
Mm-hmm. Regan's, does that sound like somebody who's not ready to talk about it being a full-fledged relationship and a boyfriend situation? Or does that sound like a girlfriend that's just trying to take over his new place?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, she's lying about it.
Lied about what?
Yeah, she's being very like, we're not anything. Yeah, right. I don't buy it for a second.
All right, so let's say he got a new place 2 years from now, and they've been serious for 2 years. Is he allowing all this to go on in his new place?
Hell no.
No way. No
Hell
way.
no.
So you think in later years, the longer it goes, the less he will allow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of that kind of silliness.
Okay.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense taken.
Okay, good. Yeah. Or he's not a conservative.
Okay.
It's just a little incense.
And frankincense and myrrh.
Exactly. And guess what? They brought that stuff to Jesus.
Yeah, you're like a Hispanic wise man.
Only sage you need.
Hispanic wise man.
Only sage that needs to be in the house is when you're doing chicken dressing. Yeah. No, I think that's great. If he's all in for that, good for
He's letting
him.
me do my thing.
Good for
he
him.
accepts me for
but
who
if I
I
walk
am.
in and I'm smelling something burning in my new apartment, And some girl I've been seeing is running around, like she owns the place. You gonna sage his car too?
Yes, I am. 100%.
Because you saw Giselle do that?
No.
Giselle panties munching?
I need to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to be for his benefit.
Okay. Joseph, watching on YouTube, wants to know if there's going to be a disco ball going.
Oh, no, because he's not going to copy my vibes. Disco ball's only in my apartment.
Because he grown.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, a husband played a little trick on his wife during her labor. And I know that most of the time that's not really what women think is funny, is when they're giving birth and their husband's cracking jokes and doing silly things on the internet. We'll see how you feel about it coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
And
you got a little active during that show too, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I did. And then I was also, after that, I was taking speakers down and putting equipment back up and all of that.
Yeah.
So I needed a fresh shirt, and I just grabbed that purple one and put it on, and then I was fresh. Fresh and fat like Barney.
I didn't say fat. You were looking like.
Oh, well, Barney is not exactly built
He's
like
just a
Mario
large
Lopez. He's not Zac Efron. It's not like a purple. Oh, you know what?
It's just a purple reminding me of Barney.
Zac Efron, if we painted you purple, you'd look just like Barney the dinosaur.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hope everybody's in as good a mood as we are.
Yeah, mine's fading though. I'm tired.
We got a long day.
Some people need to take a nap.
Some people want to be like, did you do that?
Hey, some people trying to be like this here. That's my wife hates that.
I didn't know you did that until the podcast. You said. Sometimes he'd just be like, some people just want to.
And then act like I'm asleep. I'm going to be like this here.
I would be so annoyed.
You say she doesn't like that when she's talking about plans that she's made for the two of them.
Yeah, we're going to do this, and we can go out and meet this and that. Yeah, some people trying to be like this here.
He's so annoying.
That would be so annoying.
He's so annoying.
Tell him all the things you want to do today.
So she came up to watch TV in my TV room and sat on the other half of the puffy couch. And I said, because you know how cold-natured she is. She came in there and I go, yeah, so some people like to have the fan on. I'm going back downstairs. I'm not sitting up here with the fan blowing on.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for acetjtv on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. I know it's winter. Days are shorter, colder. It can be tempting to want to hibernate, but you can get out and make the most of winter in one place that has everything. Gaston County. You want to get outside? How about snowless sledding? We've talked about this. Fast and dry. The chutes at Crowder Springs are awesome. It is a great experience. No snow involved, but it's like sledding on the snow without the snow. Make sense?
Yeah.
Fast, efficient, fantastic. I've did it like twice. It's really fun. Also, ice skating at the Whitewater Center. You can do winter hikes throughout all the great parks in Gaston County. Or if you want to stay inside, explore a museum at the Shield. The Shield Planetarium Museum is fantastic, a great place for kids. If you're a little bit older, you can play the slots at the top of Two Kings Casino. They've got all kind of cool stuff to happen there. And don't forget, they've got great college basketball. Belmont Abbey, Gaston College, you can join and check them out all summer long. Plus, all kinds of great shopping all over Gaston County. A lot of these smaller towns have great shopping. McAdenville, Belmont, that kind of stuff. So check it all out. Make the most of your winter in one place. You can do it all at Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston for details. That's acetj.com/Gaston.
Alexis, I'm going to tell you what you need to do with that sage and Frankenstein and myrrh and all of that stuff. You need to take it to Riggins' house. He got omens going on in his house.
He got what?
He got omens.
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 He got dead animals showing up in his driveway.
How are dead animals? Because after you read Pet Cemetery.
I did make the connection.
Oh.
Said it is an eerie coincidence. I got a dead rabbit in my yard.
Did,
And
did Riley kill it?
Is it still there?
Yeah. Because I didn't have a shovel, so I was like, oh, what do I do with it now? So I'm going to have to get a trash bag and just pick them up by like the scruff of the neck or something. I don't know. I don't want to leave it out there.
You better put gloves on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Give it to
gruesome.
TJ. He'd probably eat it.
The creepy thing is...
He'd probably make rabbit stew with it. He'd be like, ooh, you better not throw that rabbit away. Waste not, want not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look, she has made herself laugh.
But it has
uncontrollably.
It has been pretty cold.
Yeah.
So it may be preserved.
Yeah. It wasn't hit by a car. It was not hit because it wasn't traumatic.
Oh
It
yeah,
just
but you
died.
don't want to eat any animal that died before you could kill it.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, but why? Like, why is it just dead in my yard?
That's what I'm saying, because it's eating all that bad energy off of your house.
Maybe.
That energy poisonous.
So one week you
almost
read Pet
stepped on it.
Cemetery, get spooked out by it. The next week you got a dead rabbit in your yard.
Yeah, and like no signs of trauma. Like it just like came to my
What
yard.
if
It was like,
What if you get there today and it's like hopping around in the backyard?
Yeah.
Or hanging from a tree.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What if you get there and it's gone?
That'll be even creepier.
Well, then
Well, that means
something
somebody just
ate it.
came and like animal control or something came and got
Yeah,
it.
but it's in my yard. Like you would have to. You
Oh,
gotta
really?
look for. I almost stepped on it. I was taking my trash out, and it's like
In your yard? Just
in the
died
yard.
on its own?
Is it little or big? Like a bunny?
It's sizable. No, it's not a bunny. It's a rabbit.
Oh.
And I see him, hopping out of the natural area all the time, but I've never seen a dead one.
Would one have been sadder than the other?
Yes, a bunny
Oh,
would be
yeah.
more sad than a rabbit,
Oh. But
right?
you still went, oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's creepy as hell.
What if when you get there, it's sitting on your porch on its hind legs with
Waiting.
its fangs out?
Yeah.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
I don't even know how it came up. How did we start this discussion about New Orleans?
Riggins was talking about this restaurant in Copenhagen that's shutting down, and it's considered the finest restaurant in the world. I said Commander's Palace in New Orleans used to hold that title at one time.
And we looked at it was like 1996 or something like that. And Alexis just refuses to believe that New Orleans is a great food destination or well known
That's
for
not
its
what I
food.
said.
What did you say?
For fancy food.
No, I know that New Orleans is a place that people go for food. I don't think it's the number 1 place in the entire world. that
It
people
has
go
been
for
at one time.
food.
That
That's what I
restaurant
said.
has
And
been.
Ace,
But
you
TJ said that restaurant, the number one, we looked it up.
Yeah, but I said, did they call themselves that? And that's why it's like they said, oh, we're the number 1 restaurant in the world? Or who said that to them?
Whatever the
Yeah, but
foundation is called.
It's not
that does
like
that.
she just innocently said, do they call themselves that?
Yeah.
She was, do they call themselves that?
Help me, Riggins. Help me, Riggins. That's the only way, right?
No.
Right? That's the only way. They just say in Louisiana stuff.
All I said was, okay, who calling them that? That's what I said. Because, I mean, I'm sure if you go to France and they're like, hey, have you guys heard of New Orleans being the #1 place in the world for food? They're probably going to be like, that's not true.
I bet you they won't.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you they won't. I bet you could find the finest chef in France and say, what do you think about New Orleans cuisine? And he or she would probably say it's fantastic,
Okay.
however, whatever that is in France.
Well, Ace, and I don't know why you're getting upset about it because you call it cooking cheese. So out of all like fancy cuisine, I don't know why you even are getting upset about it.
Why is she gonna come at me over that?
You just gave it her. What are you talking about?
Over
You
something
said I'm
different
driving
topic.
you crazy.
It's made me nuts.
You grossly mischaracterized what she said.
I grossly did not mischaracterize. TJ, did I mischaracterize what she said? I did not. I did not.
Not at all. She's acting like we're the dumbest hicks in the world to think that, to be saying that the restaurants in New Orleans are considered some of the best cuisine in the world and have been awarded that at times. She's acting like we're the dumbest, hillbillies and rubber boot wearing, swamp dwelling fools.
I've never eaten a fine restaurant meal in my life. I'm just eating a triple decker everywhere I go.
And the thing is that she's lashing out because she is from the restaurant world and she doesn't even know this, and that's what's really getting to her. The fact that I'm saying, I can't believe you didn't know that.
That's how you said it?
That's just.
That's how you said it? That nicely and calmly?
That hurts me that you didn't know this.
I'm not even getting upset. Y'all are getting upset.
I'm ashamed.
I can't believe you don't know that.
I don't think so.
Like, okay.
I don't think that was
That was
my delivery.
exactly. I nailed it to a T.
No, you didn't.
I could listen to this.
No, you didn't, Liz.
I'm going to read you. This is an article that says the 5 best food cities in the world. Rome, Florence. Rome, Florence, Paris, Barcelona, New Orleans.
What's the
Have y'all ever eaten in fine restaurants in New Orleans?
Never.
Never. Have you been to New Orleans?
No,
Alexis?
I'm not saying that it's
Okay,
not
why don't
known
you call
for
your
good
friend
food.
Chef Dave? Call Chef Dave or Rocco or one of those famous chefs you know and ask them their opinion of New Orleans restaurants.
Did I say that there's not good food in New Orleans? I said I know it's known for good food. I just don't think that the magnitude as to what you guys are saying is correct in
That's all I'm
everybody's
saying.
opinion.
That's all I'm saying. Ask them.
And I just
those
read
are
you this.
chefs that you trust, right?
You mentioned Paris. I looked it up. 5 best food cities in the world. It's labeled as one of them in this article I'm looking at.
Okay. I believe you. I definitely believe Ace. I trust his judgment on food all the time.
There she
Like
goes.
you can't even read the internet.
Right. I can't read the internet. I have no class whatsoever. I have no idea.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
The Ace and TJ app brought to you by Papa John's Pizza, the epic stuffed crust pizza back on the menu at Papa John's. You can order online, papajohns.com, or right from within the free Ace and TJ app. It's Papa John's.
It's Papa John's. I like the way you said it. It's Papa John's.
It's Papa John's.
Oh.
So good.
Oh.
All right, ladies. So imagine yourselves in labor. Your husband, which Alexis, I know that's going to take a lot of imagination for you to think about yourself in labor and a husband being in the room with you.
Mm-hmm.
So close your eyes and
got it.
just try to picture it. So you're in labor. Your husband is in the room. He's videoing you with his phone, and you're thinking that he's getting some priceless memories of the delivery, the welcoming of your new child into the world. But come to find out, all he was doing was putting a big dog face filter over your face and posting it online making jokes about it.
That's not funny, but it's funny. He's an idiot.
Yeah, you think he's being sentimental, and it's a video too. She's got this giant Chihuahua face, like a Chihuahua's face over hers. And I'm sorry, Mr. Todd, I didn't tell you about this ahead of time, so you could find it and put the pictures on the YouTube feed.
It's not like she's like in the middle of labor and he's doing that, right? It's like before. I'm hoping.
Yeah, but still, I mean, she's
it's not like baby coming
she's
out.
laboring down, they call it. She's laboring down. But yeah, I mean, it's not like she's pushing, but still, that entire time, ladies don't want any joking.
Yeah.
Trust me.
What if you already had the epidural? Do they joke around then?
No.
More than they do if they don't have that.
But they're still not very. They're not very comedic.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, he's showing it now.
It's so ugly.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like the giant face of that dog that wins the ugliest dog contest every year.
Yeah.
And they say, well, it's not the same dog, but it always looks like the same dog.
Yeah.
It's a Chihuahua, bad teeth.
Yeah.
And crazy looking wiry hair. So can anybody compare to that? Something upsetting, or he thought he was being funny or joking around during labor? Was your husband doing that, or your boyfriend? I don't think this is bad.
I don't think it's horrible. I think it's kind of funny.
That's probably their relationship,
Yeah.
you know. So who's got something that can compete with this? Send us a DM or comment on any of our social medias at the Ace TJ Show.
The Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Okay, hey, so glad to be here today. Y'all have no idea how much being here today means after what I went through yesterday. This is TJ, and I know my absence was greatly felt yesterday on the show by the entire country, nay, the world. I had surgery yesterday, and I got to be honest, as brave as I am, yesterday was, I was a little on edge, even as brave as I am to have, that major surgery done. I had a colonoscopy, and then whatever they call it, where they look down your throat and check your esophagus and all of that.
Double major surgery.
My entire insides were photographed yesterday, and the doctor did say that my internals are the most photogenic he's ever seen. Not surprising. Although my colon hates to be on video just as much as I do. He said that the colon griped the entire time about having to do video.
Yeah.
Just like
Your colon's camera shy?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't get the right angle on it. And colon said it looked fat at that angle. And
it's like up until.
It was crazy.
Thought your colon was empty. Still thought it looked fat?
Yeah, that's the thing. And today, on the heels of that, I'm having oral surgery.
Oh, what's today?
I have to have that oral surgery where they go in with those sharp object, those sharp instruments, and scrape on your teeth and stick, to your gums, and
You're getting
and
a
then-
cleaning.
well, that's what laymen call it.
I can't hear the most.
But it's oral. It's an oral procedure. Yes.
It's a procedure, Alexis.
Yes.
And you guys say I'm dramatic.
But I mean, it takes it takes a fighter actually to have a colonoscopy one day and an oral surgery the next. I mean, I don't brag on myself a lot, but there are times when I do feel like people should recognize that I'm pretty much superhuman.
That's TJ.
Yeah.
Pretty much superhuman.
Matter of fact, that's my name, TJ Superhuman. And I'm a little nervous about today, a little anxious.
And this is
because I just came off of that. I had the Michael Jackson propofol yesterday for my surgery I had.
Did you fall through it?
Yeah.
And let's don't get this confused. This is not the same thing as when people say TJ is a superhuman.
Yeah, this is an adjective.
It's more about his deeds.
Yeah.
Who he is. This is physically he's.
This is his biology.
Right.
He's a superhuman.
So he is a superhuman who is superhuman.
Yeah, superhuman as an adjective is what I'm speaking about now. Yeah. I'm speaking on that.
Speak on.
Well, just do something superhuman right now.
I'm doing it after the show. I'm going to get oral surgery.
I think what he's saying is being here today after what he went through yesterday is superhuman.
And I'm not having any anesthesia today. Under this oral surgery I'm having, I'm not doing any anesthesia.
Wow. Aren't you just a brave?
So that's how tough I am.
I see. I hope to be like that one day.
So, I'm not the type of person to ask for prayers. Because I don't like to burden others. That's a part of being superhuman. You don't want to burden other people. But just, if you could think a good thought. And today would be probably one of those days where people don't wish they were me.
Yeah.
Yesterday and today are the 2 days that people wish they don't wish that they were me, Every other day that's on Santa's, biggest list. People, what Christmas wish? Bring me to be like TJ. Yeah. So, just thought I would catch everybody up, let you know what's going on personally and professionally.
If you're so inclined to send donations, I'll be handling those personally and professionally, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Send them in the form of good vibes.
Right.
Is that good, Alexis? Mm-hmm. All right.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
There are so many choices when it comes to homeowners insurance. If you're looking for an agent that can make sure that the program is customized to your family and help you explain coverages in words you understand, then give us a call.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, what kind of, I love the word antics. It's one of my favorite words. What kind of antics did your guy do while you were giving birth to his child in the hospital? I think that could be a good test. If the woman is giving birth and he has an innocent little joke that he's trying to do or whatever, and she gets all up in arms about it, then they don't need to be married anymore. That's a good test for him to determine whether he needs to stay or leave her and get custody of the new baby.
Jeez. Serious, huh?
Because you cannot be a good mother if you don't have a sense of humor. Put it down. That's what when they're interviewing people about adopting children, that's number one on the list. Hey, Mom, do you have a sense of humor? And if they say, no, then they say, that's it. You don't get a baby. No baby for you. And the way they test it is if the mom says, well, yeah, I have a great sense of humor, then they say, all right, and they'll pull up our podcast and play some of it for her. And if she's not laughing within 2 minutes, no baby for her. I mean, she doesn't have a sense of humor.
It's good.
Now, it doesn't matter whether the dad has a good sense of humor or not. It's all on the mama's shoulders. Ashley said at 2 a.m. I'm in bad labor and needing to go to the hospital right then. I had to wait on him to heat up chicken wings.
Come on.
He had made them earlier in the day. He walks out the door with a plate of wings and ranch dressing as her water broke. As her water was breaking.
Come on, dude. Like, really? You can't just eat later?
Hey, he worked hard on those wings. He cooked them himself.
He even, made sure to pour himself a little bit of ranch. Come on, dude.
Yeah, that's just sorry.
But, all right, Ashley, was it your first kid? If it was your first kid, then that's one thing. But if you already had some, he knows the drill. And we talking about wings.
Yeah.
Her water broke.
Alexis, you'd be the first one stopping for food if it was somebody else going to the hospital with an emergency.
No, just like she has her baby bag prepared, I would have a food bag prepared.
But you'd be yelling at him. Go ahead, hurry up, fix those wings so I can eat some of those on my way to the
Yeah, I'd
hospital.
probably be like, you better give me a little bite.
No, I mean, but if he was being rushed to the hospital, he had to get to the hospital because he had a bad kidney stone or something, and you had just made wings.
You know I'm not going to sit there and eat the wings while he's in pain.
You would have walked out with a paper plate with wings covered in aluminum foil. You said, wait, you're just going to have to pass it in the car if you need to, but I'm getting these wings.
You seen the price of wings lately?
I can't waste them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not about to eat that gross hospital food. Actually, hospital food's pretty good sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd be like, you got to drive because I need to eat these wings.
Yeah. Let me drive. I gotta eat.
Yeah, that's what you be doing. Because I'm not going to eat them at the hospital with all those germs.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
M&Ms trending, plus a lot more drama. Not about candies. Coming up next in Now Trending.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, there were more than 2 big events that occurred. 1, you're going to know all about. 2, it's a little more personal. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 34 years ago today, January 24th, 1989. Two big events occurred. Number one, Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in Florida for his terrible crimes. And number two, a great album was released. On this day in 1989, 34 years ago, the great Skid Row released its debut album called Skid Row, which featured Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, and possibly the greatest power ballad of all time. It's right up there. It's my favorite of all time. I Remember You. Sold over 5 million copies. If you don't know, check it out. It's well worth it. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv.
Go check out our latest adventure into the world of trying to make some money. It's called Ace TJ Media. If you got a business and you want the best creative minds in the business working on your branding and your ads, then it's Ace TJ Media, because it's us doing that, creative things. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Did anybody ever have anything that you held on to because you said that's going to be worth some money one day? The reason there was a thing I saw yesterday that talked about how seldom those things actually are worth some money.
Yeah, I have a couple of antique radios.
Yeah.
And I usually don't like antiques, but I'm holding on to them.
I have that like silver coin that you guys have seen, like the silver dollar.
Yeah.
That's maybe going to be worth something.
Yeah, that'd be worth $1.
It'll be worth $1.
Rob, do you have anything?
I collected Beanie Babies for a while when I was a kid, and that amounted to nothing.
Beanie Baby.
Here's the Princess Diana Beanie Baby. Did you really?
Yeah, me and my mom collected them.
Were you collecting, Rob, specifically to make money off of them?
I don't remember specifically, but my mom seemed to think that they were going to be worth something.
Because there were people that made a lot of money doing those Beanie Babies, but. Yeah, good point. He was little.
Yeah.
It's probably something his mom said, hey, let's do this together.
Yeah, it's cute.
We would go to the Hallmark stores and find them.
Oh, how cute.
Oh, now it's cute? Or are you just patronizing me?
She's patronizing me, Robbie. Let there be no doubt.
Ew. No, that's adorable.
Yeah, so sorry, Rob was having a wholesome moment when he was a little boy collecting Beanie Babies while you were making your cousin's stepsister want to kill herself.
Yeah.
He basically put a hit out on her.
Yeah.
That's way
his
more
mom's
cool.
taking him out to make some memories together, and something that he thinks of this day fondly when reminds him of his mom. And you're being mean to cousins, writing nasty messages to him.
Listen, you gotta toughen up. It's a tough world out there.
You can't make fun of a man collecting Beanie Babies.
Right.
What can we laugh at?
Jesus.
What is this? What is
Goodness
this?
gracious.
We can't crack a smile.
We can't
that
have
grown
it.
I
man
thought you
collecting
guys
Beanie Babies?
knew what jokes were.
I also collected Pogs. You want to make fun of that?
Yeah, what is that?
Dogs.
Like bottle caps, basically.
It was stupid.
Okay, yeah, that's bad.
Ace TJ 5G.
Why? Alexis just asked if she could eat potatoes after they start growing eyes on them. You got potatoes that have eyes on them?
They got like little growth things on them.
Roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're called eyes.
I think so.
Typically, I would throw that out.
Are they soft though? When you
They're
squeeze
not soft all the way, but I was gonna put them in the oven. I figured the oven would toughen them up a little bit.
The oven would kill whatever's growing on them.
Firm it up a little bit.
So what I'm hearing is that you're gonna miss another day of work because you're gonna be throwing up.
Riggins are now trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so we'll find out why M&Ms was trending. You probably already seen it, but we'll just recap some of that for you here in just a second. A lot of people that are fans of Culver's, the fast casual. What is that? Is that technically fast food? Culver's?
Yeah.
It is fast food. People are very upset that they're switching from Pepsi to Coca-Cola. And they have let it be known on social media, specifically Facebook. They're making the switch, though.
They got good food. Their burgers are good, and they got crinkle fries.
I was looking at some of the things in this article, and they were talking about, their butter burger.
Yeah, and they got burgers, and then you can get pot roast.
That's the craziest thing to me is that you can get pot roast in a drive-through. Like that's insane
Yeah,
from
it's like-
Culver's.
Yeah. It's an album name, Pot Roast in the Drive-Thru.
Giving her the old pot roast in the drive-through.
Did they give a reason for the switch?
I don't know. I mean, it's a chain that's based in the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah, my little friend Jenny freaked out when we got one here in the Mooresville, North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, she's a Midwest girl, from Nebraska.
So is she a Coke? Does she drink Coke or Pepsi or have a preference?
Coke, I think. But she won't not drink Pepsi. I don't think she'll turn her nose up at it.
Yeah, so I guess people in the Midwest just prefer Pepsi, but I don't know. I don't know anybody in the South that prefers Pepsi over Coke. I mean, Coke is just, it's Coke.
I don't mind it.
I love
If
Pepsi.
somebody says, we only have Pepsi products, I'll go, that's fine.
Oh, really?
They say we only have Pepsi products. I go, Mountain Dew, baby.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
It's not
But,
it.
I get pumped like, Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I love Mountain Dew.
I prefer one to the other company politically.
Oh, yeah. Well, sure. But they said they're not getting rid of Dr. Pepper because I had to do some research. Dr. Pepper's not owned by Coke or Pepsi. It's Keurig Dr. Pepper. And Coke has the distribution rights for Dr. Pepper in some countries, and then Pepsi has the distribution rights for Dr. Pepper in other countries.
Oh, they not loyal.
It really
They're like,
not.
whoever gets our Dr. Pepper sold, that's who's going to take it.
I guess so.
I like that.
But yeah, people are very upset because they're loyal to one thing or the other.
Yeah, your mom is.
Absolutely.
Your mom is.
Yeah.
She won't drink Pepsi, right?
She won't drink Pepsi.
Is the Starry Night Pepsi the new one that came out? Sprite.
That took place.
Sierra Mist.
Sierra Mist.
That's a Pepsi product. Yeah.
That's Pepsi.
It's Pepsi.
I tried that the other day. Meh.
Yeah, Rob didn't like it either.
It was blah.
Yeah. Bleh.
Not good. Then you might see Maya Rudolph trending because she is the new spokesperson for M&Ms candies. M&Ms posted a message on social media the other day saying that they realized that they caused some controversy by changing up the style of the green M&M, making that female M&M less sexually appealing to some by taking away her high heel boots and giving her flats. And some people said they also have a plus size M&M now. And they said we didn't realize it would cause this much drama and break the internet. So we're halting the spokes candies for a while, and we're bringing in Maya Rudolph, who can bring the country together. So Ace and TJ mentioned that this is probably some sort of PR stunt to gain hype for a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah, you got a good 3-week run leading up to the Super Bowl, so I'm sure it's some type of hype.
Mm-hmm.
And smart.
But how long is the phrase "break the internet" going to last? Are we about done with that?
Yeah. How many times can you break the
I
internet?
think it's going to be
Hasn't
around
it
as
been
long as there's
broken
going to be an
already?
internet. Yeah.
We just keep breaking it.
I think.
But I mean, there needs to be some other term for getting a lot of hits and comments and stuff.
Yeah.
Get a thesaurus. Figure it out. Shatter the internet.
Yeah. I think it was the first one was Kim Kardashian, wasn't it?
I think maybe Kanye said that about her.
She's going to break the internet.
Yeah.
She did. So Ace and his wife are a mismatch, as he points out all the time. He loves pointing out, I'm this age, she's this age. It's a mismatch of sorts.
Yeah.
How are you a mismatch that's not related to age? We'll find out coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
And
And you got a little active during that show too, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I did. And then I was also after that I was taking speakers down and putting equipment back up and all of that.
Yeah.
So I needed a fresh shirt, and I just grabbed that purple one and put it on, and then I was fresh. Fresh and fat like Barney.
I didn't say fat. You were looking like.
Oh, well, Barney is not exactly built
He's
like
just a
Mario
large
Lopez. He's not Zac Efron. It's not like a purple. Oh, you know what?
It's just a purple reminding me
You know
of
what?
Barney.
Zac Efron, if we painted you purple, you'd look just like Barney the dinosaur.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hope everybody's in as good a mood as we are.
Yeah, mine's fading though. I'm tired.
We got a long
Some
day.
people need to take a nap.
Some people won't do that. Did you do that?
Hey, some people trying to be like this here. That's my wife hates that.
I didn't know you did that until the podcast
Yeah.
you said. Sometimes he'd just be like, some people just want to.
And then act like I'm asleep. I'm gonna be like this here.
That would be so annoying.
You say she doesn't like that when she's talking about plans that she's made for the two of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do this, and we go out and meet this and that. Yeah, some people trying to be like this here.
He's so annoying.
That would be so annoying.
It's so annoying.
Tell him all the things you want to do today.
So she came up to watch TV in my TV room and sat on the other half of the puffy couch. And I said, because you know how cold-natured she is. She came in there and I go, yeah, so some people like to have the fan on. I'm going back downstairs. I'm not sitting up here with the fan blowing on me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for acetjtv on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So I just saw a friend of the radio family post some pictures of a monster truck show at the Cabarrus Arena the other night. A, very cool. B, what made it even more cool was that in one of them, I could see our Ace and TJ sign at the Cabarrus Arena. That's the cool thing about the Cabarrus Arena. So they have monster trucks, packed house, thousands of people there one night, and then whether you've got 5,000 people or you just need a business meeting for 5 people, they've got space because the Cabarrus Arena is a complex. It's more than one building. So 5,000, 500, 5 doesn't make any difference. They have the perfect space for you, and they've always got something going on. Go to cabarrusarena.com to get details on how to book space or just to find out about the great events that they're having. cabarrusarena.com.
That's where I found my little dog.
Oh, that's right. You did find your little dog at the Cabarrus Arena, didn't you?
Just wandering around the parking lot.
Yeah. That's true. I just scooped him up and took him on my way. So interesting thing happened yesterday. I'm out walking the dog, and I was listening to the TJ and Jody's House podcast. Jody made quite a revelation about our dear TJ, that he is good at Limbo.
No way.
And my immediate thought was, I need to see this.
I've seen him Limbo before. He's good. He's real good.
I need to see it. I want to see TJ Limbo. I don't have any other plans for the show other than watching TJ do Limbo. When did you determine or decide you were good at Limbo?
Last time I did it was a long time ago, probably 300 pounds ago, and without a bad back spasm going on. But
right. How low did you go?
Well, we had a beach limbo contest at one of our Ace and TJ radio family vacation things, and I won.
Really?
Yeah. Does that tell you any damn thing?
What kind of people were participating in this limbo competition?
I probably all giant mongoloid people who could barely walk or bend, all of them wearing rods in their backs. Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Who could have been? Who in the world? What kind of person could lose in a limbo contest to me? Yeah,
I was going more towards only white people limbo.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's also true.
No, because we were on the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Island people Limbo. That comes from the
where
island.
It came from.
Oh,
Them
it came from the Bahamas?
Barney doing it. Barney and them.
That's quite a generalization. Island people Limbo.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hello, island people.
It
Caribbean,
originated from
Hawaii.
the islands.
Yeah,
It's their
they all-
national sport.
They Limbo.
Yeah, I believe
That's what they do.
I believe it. That was funny though. Like, who else was in that
Yeah.
Limbo contest?
Obviously, freaks.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
Alexis, what did you do yesterday? You were shopping, and did you go eat somewhere? Where did you run into the young fella that you were telling us about?
I went to go have lunch at Panera.
Okay.
And I had sat down, I had my salad and my soup, and I had to go up to get something. And so I go ask the guy if I could take a to-go box, and he looks at me. He's like, "You're so beautiful." But the kid was like 18 years old. And it made me feel so weird because I was like, I don't know, like I just felt odd. Like that was bad that he was telling me that.
Why would you feel weird?
Wouldn't you feel weird if an 18-year-old girl said you were so hot?
Who you talking to?
No.
Okay, TJ, wouldn't you feel weird?
Yeah, I would feel weird.
No. A compliment is a compliment.
Or Riggins, if an 18-year-old girl, like you knew that was clearly a teenager, was like, you're so hot.
Yeah, it would make my day.
Really?
Well, hot,
For sure.
hot is different than his
Handsome.
would be comparable to say handsome. You're very handsome.
Yeah.
But I would think that she had no intentions of any, like she wouldn't have a desire for me.
Oh, absolutely.
But the boy, the 18-year-old boy, did.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference. That's the difference. In men, well, most men, a lot of men would look at it like, hey, man, she wants me. Well, she gave me extra tea. Like everybody gets free refills, you jackass.
Right. I felt old. I just felt like, boy, you shouldn't be telling me that.
You are. But it made you smile, though, didn't
It did make me smile. I was like, I
Mhm.
so God, I'm like a cougar right now.
Want to see how I stir that soup?
How old do they have to be to compliment you and it be where you don't feel weird?
I don't know, within like a 5-year range.
So
Okay, so you're
anybody
32.
yeah, it's
It's up there
27.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe at least be 21.
Yeah, at least they can
able
meet
to-
you at the bar.
Right, at least be able to buy me a drink. It's just odd. I don't know.
Yeah. And did he say it like, you are so beautiful, like that? Or did he just say, you're just very beautiful?
Well, I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but it was almost like he was taken aback.
Yeah.
You know, he like stared at me for a second. He's like, you're just so beautiful. I was like,
Wow.
oh, thanks.
Oh, he was hitting on you.
I can't find the words.
Thanks, little boy.
Yeah. What was your response? Just thank you.
Yeah, I said, oh, thanks. You're cute.
Right. Then did you stare at him after that?
No.
Just kind of keep looking while you were eating your sandwich.
No,
Kind of look over at him like,
please.
You're like, stop.
I would rock his world.
Stop looking at me. Were you alone?
Yeah, I was by myself.
Oh yeah. You probably like lonely old widow woman.
Yeah, I'm not a lonely old widow woman.
That's probably what he thought. He's like, she just took a break from doing candy pecans for the holiday gifts.
It's Wednesday. She's ordering a soup and salad.
Soup and salad. I know, right?
Alone in Panera eating soup and salad.
Nope.
Got to go home and finish up her knitting for her Christmas
Yeah,
gifts.
maybe he just felt bad for me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is acetjtv.
So Ace was talking about this story a little while ago about the guy, they're calling him a hunky travel blogger. He's 26. His name's Dan. And he's dating a 23-year-old woman named Shauna Ray. Hey, Shauna Ray, get in this house. But Shauna Ray has a show on TLC. Shauna Ray is small. She weighs 50 pounds and she's 3 foot 10 inches tall.
Yeah, she had a brain tumor when she was born, and
I was going to say she's not a little person.
No, she had a brain tumor, and so she hasn't. Whatever they did to remove the brain tumor stopped her growth essentially. So she has matured physically, but she's just the same size she was when she was, I think it's 8 or 10, something like that.
Like 8.
Yeah,
and she looks like
a kid,
an 8-year-old kid.
Yeah,
just small. So I think he lives in the UK, and he's a good-looking guy, and she's a pretty girl, but she definitely looks like an 8-year-old. But she is 23, he's 26. So now he's defending himself because he says every time they go out in public, people either give him odd looks.
And several things can be true here. One, it's a sad situation that happened to her, but she seems to be making the best of it. She's got a show on TLC called This Is Shauna Ray. 2, she's 23. She deserves to have, she's an adult. She deserves to have an adult relationship, to love and be loved like everybody else does, and she would want that just like anybody else. 3, he's not doing anything wrong because she is 23 years old. But if you're a person, just an average person, and you see them out, unless you know them from the show, you are immediately going to say, something's wrong. That's not right.
Yeah. You see them kissing, or it's certainly going to at least go, oh, that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah.
Because she does look very young. And I don't know that there's a way to get around that. I think that's just sort of.
I don't think there is, because she'll never grow up, so to speak.
So I guess in some ways it's a mismatch, but it's not of their doing. I mean, they're consenting adults. It's wonderful. How are you a mismatch that's not related to age? I mean, we talk about it all the time. Ace and Amanda are of different ages. He's a little bit older than she is.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Like 6 or 7 years, whatever.
Yeah, just by a hair.
6 or 7 plus 18.
20. But try to examine your own relationship. How are you a mismatch? Can it be dramatic? I mean, I don't think, Alexis, you and your new guy, you're not really a mismatch in any real way, are you?
Not that I found out yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than you're into crystals and he's kind of a conservative guy.
Yeah.
Rob and Meredith, you think they're a mismatch in any considerable way?
I don't think so. No.
They seem to gel.
They seem to fit together really, even though they do. They seem to bicker. Might be a good word for it.
Yeah.
They seem to kind of snipe back and forth sometimes.
Yeah.
That's just kind of their way to get. They get along. It's like it's not uncommon with them.
Oh, he'll bicker.
Bicker.
Would that be fair to say, Rob?
I think there are some things we mismatch on, like our interests in TV shows and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
She likes murder stuff, and I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Murder was the case, and they blame me.
TJ, are you? Do you think there's any considerable mismatched things about you and your wife?
I think she's perfect for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cute.
so sweet. So what is?
Oh, you talking about Jody?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I had to ruin it, didn't I?
You did.
I had to ruin it.
You just couldn't be cute for a second.
You said it was cute, and he's like, "How do I fix this?"
Yeah.
God, I am so that way.
But maybe you recognize that you're a butterface, and you know he's super hot. It's okay. I think it's healthy to recognize your own shortcomings. I don't know that that's real, but it could happen.
I'm a butterface.
There's a woman on TikTok. She said, "Let's normalize being an okay-looking woman with really hot guys." And she's married to this guy, and he's very attractive, and she's pretty.
I think there's another one.
What?
I don't think I'm an attractive man, and Amanda seems to be very hot.
Yeah.
People seem to think that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that. That's what of course, that's what I think. But I mean, that just seems very weird to me.
I love that. Let's normalize the thing that makes me abnormal. Let's set it in motion. I love that.
Maybe. So what is it? Try to examine your own relationship. How are you a mismatch with your current significant other? At the Ace TJ Show, we'll find out next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, there were more than 2 big events that occurred. 1, you're going to know all about. 2, it's a little more personal. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 34 years ago today, January 24th, 1989. 2 big events occurred. Number 1, Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in Florida for his terrible crimes. And number 2, a great album was released. On this day in 1989, 34 years ago, the great Skid Row released its debut album called Skid Row, which featured Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, and possibly the greatest power ballad of all time. It's right up there. It's my favorite of all time. I Remember You. Sold over 5 million copies. If you don't know, check it out. It's well worth it. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Anything that deals with money makes me nervous, gives me anxiety, makes me very anxious. For example, when I bought my townhouse a little over a year ago, it's one of those, you got to do this and do that and fill out the paperwork, and then they're going to need this, going to need that, and it all becomes kind of overwhelming, and I find it very frustrating because they ask a lot of questions. Then comes Tammy and Curtis with Atlantic Bay Mortgage, who just said, look, we'll take over, we'll make it very easy, because that's what they do. They give you lending peace of mind. And it took no time at all, much easier than anything I had ever done when it came to buying a house, doing a mortgage, a refi, a cash out refi, which is the hot thing to do these days. There are lots of options and lots of ways to use the equity you have in your home, but you need someone to kind of guide you through all of that, and that's what they do. Atlantic Bay Mortgage, refi, cash out refi, let them make life just easy for you. Let them give you lending peace of mind. NMLS number 91236. It's Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Just find out more at acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB for Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
So picture yourself, you're out getting some peace and calm in your life, you're at a community park doing a free yoga class outside. You're namasteing all over the place. You're mindful. You're breathing properly. You're child's pose and downward dog and all them other ones. And all of a sudden, something smacks you in the head. It feels like somebody just hit you with a hammer. You look up, and it is an iguana that has fallen out of the tree onto you. Now you got to go to hospital. This guy was doing the yoga out in the park. And an iguana fell out of a tree onto him in Miami.
Because it's cold?
I don't know. It's just that those things, if you are at a restaurant and you're eating outside and it's not in the middle of the city area, like of Miami or what's the neighboring to Miami?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Because we were in Fort Lauderdale one time. We were sitting outside at a little place eating burgers in a little hippie-looking place. And the next thing I know, my little friend Jenny just starts screaming, blank that, blank that, blank that, and then running away. Because an iguana had just jumped up on the little fence right beside her where she was sitting in the booth.
Trying to take y'all's food?
No, just walking.
Oh,
like they'll just
no.
jump up on things to get, because they pretty much have the run of the place.
So the guy ended up having to go to the hospital?
Yeah, he was hurt. He's all right. It says he'll be okay. But yeah, those things are heavy.
I looked it up. The average weight of an adult male iguana is 8.8 pounds. So it's like having a 10-pound weight dropped on your head out of a tree.
Yeah, they're huge. But no, Alexis, I don't think iguanas are cheeseburger. They're not the Hamburglar.
Bro, you
trying to
better-
steal food.
You trying to take your food?
I punched that iguana. You know about to take my tacos.
That's what she was worried about. And he tried to steal your food?
Yeah, like what?
I know he didn't try to steal her food.
Square up.
Iguana. I saw for a real iguana. That's fighting.
You better watch out, iguana.
Yeah, we're not doing that around here.
And he tried to take your food.
Trying to take your food?
Just like
I'm a peaceful person, but I will kill an iguana.
I'll choke it out.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Talking about the benefits of hypnotism, then the truth of hypnotism. I don't want to get hypnotized.
I was gonna say, do you think you could be hypnotized?
Probably. I got
You
like
think
no
I-
backbone.
Yeah,
I
don't
would
think I could
easily
be.
be
I'd be like,
hypnotized.
I'm not doing this.
I just don't want to be hypnotized because I feel like they're going to make me do something crazy.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be hypnotized, Alexis?
Yeah.
Rob? You think you can be hypnotized, Rob?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
I don't think
Definitely not.
I didn't have my phones in. I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, I think people who say they're hypnotized are just dirty liars. Negative, Ghost Rider. Definitely not. Breaker 19 looking for the hypnosis. You got your ears on? How about a smoky report? Okay, Ace and TJ. Traffic's looking pretty bad out there. You got to back up on the I-40 freeway. Try to take that southbound exit.
Weird.
Just be careful. School is in. Keep your bumpers off their booties.
Rob coming in hot this morning.
Wow.
You want to know a little behind the scenes fact too?
Yeah.
Rob's microphone runs at half volume of the rest of ours, and he was still
Right. But that's not where it has to stop, though, on the downside, is it? Does it get blocked at half, or could it go down to like an eighth?
Give him like 2%.
I'll take it down to 40%. Let's see how it goes.
Make it like milk, 2%.
Yeah, as loud as that was, he was still at 50% of everybody else's microphone.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Here's the scenario. If you missed it, we got a DM from a lady that says my boyfriend and I are in our mid and late 20s. I almost called her a girl, but I didn't want to call her a girl. I was hung up on how to get to that. Well, I want to say she's a girl, but I don't really know how old she is. She's in her mid-20s. They were good. They weren't great because I learned I need to go ahead and sometimes go with my instincts more as far as I think this is going to be too sweet for my taste. And it was. I followed the recipe exactly. It needed more red.
More red?
It needed Tabasco. Oh. It needed tomato. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's too sweet.
It needed more red.
It needs more red.
And I needed more red.
I'm new to the chef game. I'm just trying to tell you how I figured it out in my head.
Making Kool-Aid?
TJ knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Like, it needed more.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
He's like, don't bring me into that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like Gordon Ramsay's in there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It seemed like it was a little bit too. The sauce was just onion, lime, cilantro. There was something else I forgot. Anyway, and it needed. It just came like a little bit too sweet. I needed it to kind of. It needed some bite. It needed some fire, some red.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tabasco's red, and tomatoes are red.
Some red. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I needed some red. Wow. So your resolution is to...
Don't make a resolution. I just want to try to cook more things.
Okay.
Because I'm building up to. Here's what
Its resolution is to be more like I am.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more like me.
Because I don't know how to do, and that may be a lot of it, since my mom died, I don't know how to cook some of my favorite dishes that my mom would make, and I don't have a way to pass that down to anybody. So okay, we have a baby coming, I might need to, I should feel like I should brush up on those things, because my son has zero interest in cooking or learning. And
this is Daddy's taquito recipe. I miss him so much.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, it's an important thing whenever you decide that you're going to lose weight. It's a big decision because you've put it off a lot. People do. They put it off and put it off. And a lot of times it's because you're scared you won't be successful, and then you'll just have to face the fact that you think that you're going to be overweight forever. It's just who you are now. Well, don't do that. Don't look at it that way. If you're wanting to lose weight, start today. And you start with Calitrin. And we tell you about Calitrin all the time because it's such a great product. But sometimes, we don't get into telling you the success rate of Calitrin. It has an 86% success rate with their 90-day program. Now, you say, well, it's not 100%. I'll be in that other low percentage that it doesn't work. Well, that's based solely on the effects of Calitrin with no special diet going on and no other products. All right, so it's actually healthy for you. It's collagen that helps with all kinds of things in your life. Promotes weight loss, better sleep, more energy, all of that, even less joint pain. So it's not a diet drug. And the people at Calitrin are so nice, and they know what you're going through because they've all had to use Calitrin at some point. And they are satisfied customers. Now, here's the thing. If you order 3 months supply right now, you get 1 month free and $30 off. So 3 month supply, 1 month free, and $30 off at acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
So we're talking about how are you a mismatch with your significant other, the one you love, at the Ace TJ Show on social media if you'd like to contribute your own. But some of these are pretty interesting. Like Pamela said, I'm not a talker, and he can talk to anybody. He's never met a stranger. He wants to move us to Uptown, and I want to go off the grid and start buying chickens and goats.
I love that.
You love that?
Mm-hmm.
That's tough to sort of negotiate.
Yeah.
But here's an interesting one. Jessica said, he's super right-wing conservative. I'm not. I'm more pro-choice gay rights, but I'm not a liberal.
Yes, you are.
I love technology. He'd have a flip phone if life allowed him. His top artist played in 2022 was Hank Williams Jr. Mine was M&M and Lil Wayne, but he's younger than me. Music, politics, those are, again, very tough to
I
negotiate.
wonder how long they've been together.
I don't know, but it's doomed.
Don't say that.
Doomed.
You might as well break up now. You're just delaying the inevitable.
Just quit it.
You know who the most liberal people are?
Who?
The ones who say, I'm not a liberal. That's why I say that. If you say I'm not
Yeah.
a liberal, you're a liberal.
Just embrace it.
Yeah. Do it.
You never hear like a conservative person go, but I'm not a conservative.
No. But a lot of times we feel like we have to whisper to each other in code so nobody hears us.
Yeah.
Like people come up to me and go, hey, I really like your show, but I always agree with your political stance. I go, okay.
Now listen, be out.
I won't tell nobody.
Be proud of who you are.
Riggins, there's a DM that says, anonymous, LOL. Now we're both fat and he's gone great. But when we got together, he was super hot and I'm not. He's 37. I'm 50. That's one. I have a master's degree and he barely made it through high school. He's extroverted. I'm introverted. I have 5 kids. He had none. It goes on and on.
That's one person that
One
said that?
person, yeah. They have all of those different things. So she's got a master's. He barely graduated high school. He's very extroverted. She's introverted. We've had that before. I have 5 kids. He has none.
I like how that she started that all with, he's super, I mean, we're both fat now.
Yeah.
But when we got together.
Now we're both fat and he's gone great. But when we got together, he was super hot.
So he was younger than her and she already had 5 kids and he's hotter than her?
Yeah, he's 13 years younger than her.
That's a good
What was going on there?
So I don't know when they started, but he said now he's 37 and she's 50. So I don't know how long they've been together, but she has 5 kids.
What do you know, Alexis? What do you say? I don't get
I'm
it.
saying she just knew what she was doing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That sounds, I mean.
Okay.
I mean, the cards were stacked against her.
But perusing her Facebook page here, neither one of them is fat.
Yeah.
Neither one of them's fat?
No.
Okay. Man, so he's a lot younger. He meets this woman. She's got 5 kids. He's better looking than her. And he's not even educated. I mean, tell me men don't rule the world. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. It's got to be.
No.
You don't think so? Alexis would understand this, but I'm a Capricorn. He's a Gemini. I don't think she does get it.
I don't think she does understand
Because
that
I'm
at
not
all.
either of those.
Nothing registered.
No, she's just saying that you know that if you're not compatible
Yeah.
with that,
Either horoscope.
that you would be the one believing in that.
Yeah.
Well, if that was the case, me and Jay, we would not be compatible because our signs are against each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's too soon to tell whether you're truly compatible or not. It's been a couple of weeks.
Stop.
But
you're not dating.
look, I'm thinking a good thought for you kids
Oh, thanks.
that you'll make it through the tough times.
And your sign is what?
A Leo.
And he's a what?
Aquarius.
Oh my God.
No way.
I know.
I didn't know
Are you
that.
serious,
It's
or are you
a-
just messing with us?
I'm serious.
I didn't even. Oh my God.
My exact opposite. On every horoscope I read, it's like, nope, doomed for failure.
Oh my God, she actually reads up on it.
Oh my God.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, there were more than 2 big events that occurred. 1, you're going to know all about. 2, it's a little more personal. We'll give you the details next.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for AceTJTV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 34 years ago today, January 24th, 1989. Two big events occurred. Number one, Ted Bundy was put to death in the electric chair in Florida for his terrible crimes. And number two, a great album was released. On this day in 1989, 34 years ago, the great Skid Row released its debut album called Skid Row, which featured Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, and possibly the greatest power ballad of all time. It's right up there. It's my favorite of all time. I Remember You. Sold over 5 million copies. If you don't know, check it out. It's well worth it. That's Today in History.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on AceTJTV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you live in the Lake Norman area, Lake Norman Currents magazine is the lake's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every single month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area, reaching over 50,000 Lake Norman residents. That's every month, over 50,000. Combining print advertising with email marketing as well as online and social media marketing, it covers virtually everybody. And Currents has been serving the Lake Norman area over 13 years. You can get the latest issue now at lncurrents.com. That's lncurrents.com.
So I forgot to tell you this. When I was at my parents' house over the weekend, I inadvertently caused a little argument. I didn't mean to, but I was heating up a slice of leftover pizza in their microwave, and they have like an open kitchen living room set up, so they hear everything I'm doing. And I go to the cabinet where they got all the spices. And if you've ever gone to like a not your house and tried to find a certain spice in somebody's spice cabinet,
Yeah.
you don't know really what to do. There's 100 of them in there. So I go, crushed red pepper. And that's all that came out of my mouth. I turned around. They were both standing because they were ready to fly over to the cabinet and try to help me find it. So my mom goes, Bri, it's got a white cap on it. It's probably near the front. My dad goes, it's a red cap. I went, okay, and I'm starting to sort through.
Here we
I'm
go.
not finding it.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I'm like, oh my God, let me find it quickly. So, and she goes, it's a white cap. It's the Food Line brand crushed red pepper. He goes, it's a red cap, just like that. And I'm like, oh God, now I'm like panicking. I'm like, I better find this, or they're both gonna come over to the cabinet where I am. And sure enough, I didn't find it in another 3 seconds. I was like, I don't need crushed red. I'll just use salt. So like, but they were there then. And they're both looking, and they can't find it. And my mom finally finds it, and she just goes, she hands it to me. She goes, white cap.
I love doing that though.
Just like, I mean, the color of the cap on the crushed red pepper was about to send them into full-on fisticuffs.
But did you know when that started, did you immediately think it's got a white cap on it?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, really?
I knew. I would know.
You had to assume, though, out of the two of them, that she would be the one that would know.
Yes. Even though, yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
but
so she knew that it was the store brand, and he thought it was McCormick's.
exactly, because the McCormick's one has a red cap on it. Food Line brand has a white cap on it. And we always have McCormick's. I understand why he would have said red, but
Yeah, but
I
he
should have
doesn't
just
even
trusted
cook.
my mom because he doesn't even cook. Exactly. But he was kind of right. But I did. Yeah, it was just ugly. And then my mom went back with the, you better hope you go first.
Oh, yeah.
She loves dropping that little line on him all the time now. You better hope you go first. Because he's just,
I know he's gonna know how is he gonna
He'll
do
find the
anything.
crushed red pepper. I'm sure of it.
Ace TJ 5G.
Ace, when you go grocery shopping,
Yeah.
do you tend to go as a couple?
No. We went as a couple Sunday briefly, but typically Amanda does the grocery shopping because she loves going to the grocery store.
Really?
Loves it. And she still loves going and doing all of the shopping as opposed to buying online and having it ready and just picking up.
Yeah. She made a comment the other night about how she's trying to dial back the door dashing and stuff like that because it's expensive. And we know it's expensive.
Yes, it is. Yes. It can get very expensive when you do it often.
Yeah.
Like every day.
Often, every day, whatever.
Nothing like coming home and there's food sitting at the front door. And I just pick it up and bring it in. And she's like, she's coming down the stairs and I'm holding it in my hand. She's like, oh, you always come home and find out that I DoorDash something.
You'd think she would be like on it if she was worried about you finding it or something. Like she would know when they dropped it off. Like, I better go get that real quick.
Yeah. Like the other morning, she goes, I'm gonna go get us a little breakfast. And I said, okay. And I thought she was gonna go down and make breakfast before we went to the gym. And she came back up, and I said, at first it was a moment of, you put all this together down there that quickly? Then I realized, no, you didn't. This is Dunkin' Donuts. You had a DoorDash. Yeah.
And that would be so funny if she took all the sandwiches and put them on plates and stuff like she did it.
Real sneaky.
Yeah.
But the team from Tufts University said the fastest growing food retailer in the United States is the dollar store.
Oh, I love a dollar store.
People are buying more food than ever
at the dollar store,
specifically in rural regions.
Yeah. Because, I can see for a couple of reasons. One, it's less expensive.
Yeah.
Two, you can do your grocery shopping and all of your other shopping, you get other shopping done there at the same time and save yourself money in the process.
Yeah. But I learned the lesson that the Dollar General is not the same as the Dollar Tree the other day. Because I was not able to find some great deals at the Dollar General.
No, the Dollar General is expensive.
It was actually more expensive than the grocery store.
Yeah, and the Dollar Tree is not $1 anymore. It's like $1.25.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's gone up.
But I never even thought about. I mean, I guess that speaks to like my privilege or whatever it is. But never thought about doing all my grocery shopping at the dollar store. But they said the point is they don't sell fresh produce and meats, so you have to go other places. But especially in the South, dollar stores popping up everywhere.
They're everywhere,
and they're playing an increasingly important role in household food purchases. So
makes sense.
We should buy a dollar store, y'all.
We should buy a dollar store.
Yeah,
you know the store doesn't cost $1, right?
That's all I got is $1.
You got $1, we got $5.
But now there's like bougie dollar stores popping up all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Like private owned ones, not like franchise and things like that.
I need a dollar DoorDash.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. Your wife looked at me. She goes, "So you cook all your food at home?" And I went, as opposed to like, where? She was really kind of surprised by that. And I went, well, it's
because you're single and all that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, DoorDash has gotten so outrageously expensive.
I know.
That
you're not telling me anything I don't already know, my friend.
I mean, but I like literally don't have the money for it. Like I can't just keep, I don't know.
Oh, I don't have the money for it either.
Well, I don't know.
It just keeps rolling in.
I guess. Will you ever go grocery shopping with Jody?
Yeah.
You do?
We go together. We go separately. It's just whatever we need. And she usually does the big load grocery stuff, like the once a week thing. And then
you're in between.
Sometimes we'll go together. It doesn't matter.
You go to Costco together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, my dad has started tagging along with my mom. It drives her crazy.
Oh yeah,
crazy because he's picking up stuff and like touching stuff, and
he's like a kid.
Yeah,
keep your hands to yourself.
Like, what do you know? You don't know anything. Why are you even with me? Stop touching stuff. Yes.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
And
you got a little active during that show too, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I did. And then I was also, after that, I was taking speakers down and putting equipment back up and all of that.
Yeah.
So I needed a fresh shirt, and I just grabbed that purple one and put it on, and then I was fresh. Fresh and fat like Barney.
I didn't say fat. You were looking like.
Oh well, Barney is not exactly built
He's
like
just a
Mario
large
Lopez. He's not Zac Efron. It's not like a purple. Oh, you know what?
It's just a purple reminding me
You know
of
what?
Barney.
Zac Efron. If we painted you purple, you'd look just like Barney the dinosaur.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Hope everybody's in as good a mood as we are.
Yeah, mine's fading though. I'm tired.
We got a long day.
Some people need to take a nap.
Some people won't be like. Did you do that?
Hey, some people trying to be like this here. That's my wife hates that.
I didn't know you did that until the podcast. Yeah. You said. Sometimes he'd just be like. Some people just want to.
And then act like I'm asleep. I'm gonna be like this here.
That would be so annoying.
You say she doesn't like that when she's talking about plans that she's made for the two of them.
Yeah, we're going to do this, and we go out and meet this and that. Yeah, some people trying to be like this here.
He's so annoying.
That would be so annoying.
He's so annoying.
Tell him all the things you want to do today.
So she came up to watch TV in my TV room and sat on the other half of the puffy couch. And I said, because you know how cold-natured she is. She came in there and I go, yeah, some people like to have the fan on. I'm going back downstairs. I'm not sitting up here with the fan blowing on me.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Welcome to the Share Funny podcast, now live on YouTube. This is Ace TJ TV.
Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Hey, welcome to Share Funny. Can you please do us a great big favor? Which, by the way, I have never used the word solid as a synonym for favor, and I'm pretty proud of that. I've never done that. It's mainly because I don't understand why you would say solid instead of do me a solid. You would do me an adjective. Why do they say solid? Where does that come from?
I don't know. Do me a solid.
Mm-hmm. Do you know, Alexis? It sounds very like city speak. Doing me a solid.
Nope.
All right. Anyway, do us a solid. And go to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and then just search AceTJTV, you'll find it. Subscribe to it. You don't even have to like it. I mean, if you click the little like button, that's fine, but you can actually not like the content and still click like because you know we're good people. I know I today have screwed over Mr. Todd. Mr. Todd, the video guy. Because after being reminded several times to say to the peoples, go look at our YouTube channel and watch the live stream, I still neglected to do so. And I have no one to blame but myself. I am an ass.
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm. But he called me out by name in a group email yesterday, Todd, calling me out. TJ said he was going to promote it, and then he didn't.
Did he?
Yeah.
Love that.
Go back to that thread. Hold on.
TJ's not carrying his weight.
Mm-mm.
That takes some nuts. I like that.
Let's see.
TJ's.
I can't find it now. But, yeah, I said, because he's a dumbass. Fire his ass. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I admit it.
You're fired.
Fire me. I don't deserve it. But anyway, please do that. You can watch all of our stuff streaming and dreaming. Streaming and dreaming. That's what we're doing. Shut up, Riggins. Gutter mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All jokes aside, please do it.
Yeah. And now that we're on the Share Funny, which is sponsored by The Closet Niche, I can explain, Alexis, what I was saying during the regular old show that you didn't catch, or you thought I was making some sort of a joke at your expense.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yep.
Remember that part?
Yeah, I remember.
Because we were talking about beer, and I asked, do you like bottled beer or do you prefer it in the can? And you said can, right?
Yeah.
You prefer it in the can.
It's like in the bathroom. I still don't get
Sweet,
it.
innocent child.
A lot of people call, like old school people call butt a can.
Ew.
It's just sitting around on your can all day.
That's so dumb.
You admitted it. I didn't say.
Well, I didn't know that's what you were talking about.
Sure.
I'm not an old person.
Sure. Like there's anything sexual you don't know.
Well,
Please.
cans to me are usually like boobs.
She's got a great can.
Yeah. Or your bathroom.
Nice set of cans on that animal.
That was like in
Using
the
the
70s.
can.
Yeah.
Using the can.
And you know, headphones are called cans.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that in the broadcast business? Cheesy DJs call them cans. Yeah. I've never called them cans. Yeah, I call them headphones. That's what I call them. That's just me, though.
But don't you have earbuds in?
Mm-hmm. These aren't cans.
They wouldn't be headphones.
The
Oh,
ones
like
that
the
go
big,
over
huge
the
ones?
ears, yeah, those are cans.
Like the kind of Adam wears?
Yeah, Adam wears cans. Rob, you wear cans when you're playing your little video games, don't you?
Yup.
Yeah.
Cans
And he
way
also
cooler.
likes it in the can.
Ew.
Love it in the
He
can.
prefers it to bottles.
That's disgusting.
You shh. Don't you say it's disgusting. So the Closet Niche, you need to get your life in order, get it organized. Then you get in touch with the Closet Niche. They can come in with their custom shelving and their custom drawers, the drawers for your drawers. They'll get everything organized. Whether it's in your closet or in your garage or your office, laundry rooms, whatever. You need to get your life organized with some really cool customized cabinets. It's the Closet Niche. They got the best price guarantee, quick turnaround. You want it. You decide what you want. You pick out all of the things, like the colors and all of that, and the design that you want, and you say, "Let's do it." They can most of the time get it turned around, get it completed in 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, sometimes even 1 day. That's how good they are at the closet niche. Go to acetj.com/closet to check them out. acetj.com/closet with the closet niche. It's always cool. Always cool. Ace, we were just talking about at the end of the regular old show about door dashing and food delivery services and stuff, and you complain that your wife does it too much.
Yes.
Is DoorDash the only one that y'all use, or y'all use Uber Eats and all of that?
No,
all those other ones. It's always DoorDash.
Always DoorDash, I believe.
Mm-hmm. No, never Jerry Wayne's delivery, food delivery.
No.
Jerry Wayne.
No. It's typically just
Jerry
DoorDash.
Wayne eats.
But what is the?
I don't know if I've ever
what is
used
the
Uber Eats.
her to your ratio of getting food delivered? Like, how often does she do it compared to how often you do it?
Well, sometimes it's just like having dinner or lunch delivered. But things like she'll say, "Hey, are you going to be home for lunch today?" And I say, "I'll be home about 1." She goes, "Me too. I'll have some food." And then I'll get home and we will have DoorDash.
I'll have some food.
Or that kind of thing. So she uses it much more often than I do.
I know, because you've used it several times in here for breakfast and stuff like that. And how much does that cost? I don't know. I don't even have the app, I don't think.
It's usually like about a $5 extra. Oh, isn't that right? It's like the DoorDash delivery fee is like $2.75, and then you have a tip.
Maybe the delivery fee, but every item is more expensive when you order through the app.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about the DoorDash part itself.
But if you were to go to a place, like let's say it's Chick-fil-A, and you were to order a $10 meal, it's $25 on DoorDash.
No way.
Probably. I don't know that it's that much. That seems like
How
more
much
than
you
I would
tip?
thought.
How much do you tip the driver?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you got tip, taxes, the surcharge fees, the delivery charge, and then something else.
You could easily double it.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
a lot,
That's why I deleted it off my app, because by the time I would do like the subtotal, I'm like, I'm paying 48 for like 2 things. I'm not doing it.
So what's more expensive, to have lunch DoorDashed from, say, Chick-fil-A, like you use as an example, or to have which one of the services delivers groceries?
Instacart.
Instacart. Which one's cheaper?
Probably Instacart.
I don't know. We don't really use
It's the
Instacart
same.
very
It's the
much,
same thing though. Every a lemon.
Yeah.
If you go to the store, it's 99 cents. On Instacart, it's $1.30.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they they already charging for the upcharges in the item itself?
And the item itself. So then you get the delivery charge, the service fee, and then you tip the driver.
Phew.
Oh, wow.
They tack them on everywhere.
Tipping myself.
Man.
And in addition to the food just being more expensive in general right now.
Sure. So if she said you're going to be home for lunch,
yeah,
then you could just say, you want me to pick up something? And then you would bring it home when you come home for lunch.
Yeah. Or we could just make something at home.
Yeah. How often do y'all cook?
Regularly. The majority of the time, majority of dinners are at home or cooked at home. Yeah.
And
we go out on
does she eat
Wednesdays.
leftovers?
We go out to eat. Yeah, we go out to eat on Wednesdays because that's music bingo.
Mm-hmm.
She likes music bingo, and then usually we'll go out to eat on Friday. And then, what did we do?
And then Sunday, and then Monday, and then Tuesday.
No, so Sunday we had she made breakfast before we went to church, and so we didn't go out to eat after church because we'd already eaten. So we cooked at home.
How many times a week as a family, whether it's you or her or either, do y'all get the food delivery?
I'd have to go back and look because I don't know, because our schedules are so different sometimes during the day. I don't know what happens or doesn't happen. I have to look it all up, but probably 2, maybe 3. It's been more though. There have been times it's been more, especially during
I
the
can
first.
see how you could get into the routine of that.
Yeah,
how convenient
and
that would
especially
be.
during the first trimester when she was so sick all the time.
Yeah.
Because if I was gone at all and she wanted something, she would DoorDash lunch, go downstairs, get it, and go right back to bed and eat it.
Yeah. How are her grades this trimester?
They're good. They're pretty solid so far. So, yeah, so it's
so she's on
probably
trimester break.
2 to 3 times.
Both of y'all eat in the bed?
Not normally, but we will. Like if you had like a Saturday morning before we go to the gym, she'll go down and make like the little bagel sandwiches and bring them up.
But Ace is always talking about liking to eat in the bed.
Don't you like worry about crumbs being in your butt or your toes?
No, because I'm not
crumbs in your butt.
How do you
I'm not a total slob.
I eat with my ass.
Oh, don't eat in the bed. I'm gonna get crumbs in my butt.
I have a plate and a napkin, and then once you get up, you kind of if there's anything spilled, you wipe it out or whatever.
It's one of her biggest fears.
You need to brush up on your table manners, I think.
I get a little messy sometimes.
Crumbs in your
Have you ever eaten a croissant? It gets really flaky.
Oh, I got a croissant in my butt.
Yeah, I've eaten a
but
croissant.
That's like one of those deals where it's just like real food people would just cringe. Like whenever I say that I prefer canned biscuits to homemade biscuits, and people are like, what? But I do because I like the softer bread. I'm the same way with a croissant. I'd much rather have those Pillsbury ones that are real doughy rather than the flaky ones.
Yep.
Make
You
little
can't
turkey
put a-
sandwiches out of those.
You can't put a pig in a blanket that's flaking.
No.
Hell no. Flaky ass blanket.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Flaky ass weenie dog.
You end up with crumbs in your ass.
So, Riggins, do you think that the food deliveries services are here to stay, or less people using them now because they've gotten so expensive?
I think it's probably maybe both. I think they'll probably be around, but I don't know. I keep reading articles like how Gen Z and millennials are looking to cook more at home, and every food, those Blue Apron, Fresh Chef, every one of their commercials says, delivery services are on the out. This is what's in cooking at home. But I've found those things
are
to be
expensive
pretty
too, though.
underwhelming.
Well, and then I saw there's one that says 0 chef skills required, or when I don't feel like cooking. Well, you still got to chop up all that. They measured it out for you and everything, but you still got to chop it and cook.
And it was great. Now, don't get me wrong. The products are great. Everything about it's great. But what I didn't know was when it arrived, you go to prepare a meal. It's like, okay, here are the directions. Yeah. Oh, wait, I thought this was all cut up already and ready to go. It's like, damn. So it would take like 30 minutes to prepare the thing. And then, but it was, to me, in that case, as just a single guy living, it was great because it was, a better meal than I was going to prepare for myself. Yeah. And I just was caught off guard by, oh, wait, I've still got to cut these onions. I got to cut these onions up. I got to cut these peppers up. I've got to do this and do that and prepare everything. So I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, and then that's the thing, is that it's still going to take you 30 minutes to cook it.
Oh yeah,
which is not bad. Yeah. And I do think they're great products. I mean, you got to season them up a little bit more if you're used to eating food that's not bland.
Yeah.
But you know how many people will order that stuff and think, oh, I don't have to know anything about cooking. I just get this, and then they pull out the first meal and go, what the hell is a shallot?
Yeah, right, exactly. I got to cut up this whole zucchini.
Shallots are expensive before Bidenflation.
Are they crazy?
Yeah,
By the way, if you ever if some recipe calls for a shallot or a shallot, and you see how expensive they are, you can always substitute a purple red onion for shallot.
But like when I was doing HelloFresh for that week or whatever it was that I made those meals last, you'd get it out and think, okay, so it's going to take like 20 minutes to put together. But it was, it was a better meal than,
oh yeah,
3 scoops of peanut butter.
Well, sure.
and a chicken patty. You remember that? You used to talk about those chicken patties?
Yeah.
That's what I would have had. Like, no problem. I was just reading the DoorDash. They say DoorDash has continued growth potential, but it's not profitable.
So does my penis.
2 years after its 2020 IPO, it says volatility plagues DoorDash. Fluctuations such as now the favorable pandemic tailwind has expired, and now they've got a problem with interest and labor issues, and now they've got problems with the increase in prices for food. Fewer people are using it now, so it's just kind of a...
But yeah, young people are, they're getting recipes online. They're wanting to do it themselves.
TikTok.
It's like,
TikTok is the new cooking channel.
Well, there's
I cooked 2 things off TikTok in the past couple of weeks.
There's a YouTube show that people are really freaking out about. It's like the hottest cooking show, and it's for people who don't know how to cook to begin with, and it's just like basic recipes and things. And people just love the guy who does it because he's so funny and cute and adorable and stuff and charming.
Cute, adorable, and funny and charming.
Yeah. It's called the name. Let me look up the name.
Yeah, look up and let me know.
Fend for Yourselves is what the name of it is, and it's a part of the. Oh, look at this! Part of acetjtv on YouTube. Wow.
Wow.
So, always learning you something on there. I mean, that thing's got. I'm thinking about at least 51 people that follow it.
No way.
And watch it from time to time. Yeah, not regularly 51, but sometimes it reaches 51 after a show has been up there for about 6 months.
Wow. I gotta check it
51 views.
At least.
Mm-hmm. It's hot.
It's real hot.
Hot. Okay. Well, so it's, I guess what I was going for in the beginning is y'all would advise that I don't even put the DoorDash app on my phone then, huh?
Don't do it.
Not worth it.
Okay. I don't even know if they deliver out in the country where I live.
No, they probably charge you $25 extra.
Depends on what you want to tip the driver.
Mm-hmm. Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using AceTJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at AceTJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
There's a story here in the New York Post. I like going into the sex and relationships category of the New York Post because some of it's just so ridiculous. Look at this headline. My boyfriend only says he loves me when we make the sex.
Yeah.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
No.
No?
No.
Why would that be weird?
Because if you've been together for a long time and y'all love each other, and that's the only time he ever says it.
Well, he's really feeling it in that moment.
Okay, well, I just can't help but believe if you were with a guy long enough that you were in love with him and you told him all the time, and the only time he ever said it was in the throes, you'd be like, what's wrong? Or you'd be like, get out.
Yeah.
Don't you touch my leftovers. Get out. And then I've been seeing this story going around for a couple of days about this couple. They were all excited. They were on their honeymoon and they were flying off somewhere foreign, I think. And they did a whole post about how they were looking so forward to this, and they paid a little extra for the next grade up of seats, and that their whole trip got ruined because the woman sitting next to them took off her shoes and her feet were stinking so bad the whole time.
What?
So badly.
What is it with people suddenly believing it's okay to take your shoes off on the plane?
Oh, I
do
take
not
my
understand.
shoes off on the plane all the time.
Absolutely not.
But my feet don't stink.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I want to get
Shoes
comfy.
Stay on the
No,
plane.
I want to like put my feet up on my plane, like,
do
and go to
not
sleep.
like that.
Feet smelling like corn chips.
My feet
Put your
don't
feet
smell
up
like
on
corn
what?
chips.
What are you putting your feet
like
up
this on the chair, so I can be comfy.
So don't fly with Alexis.
But if it's a international flight, like it took us 14 and a half hours to get from LA to Sydney, Australia, you would figure more people would be taking their shoes off on that flight. But we had already been flying all day by the time we got to that flight. So I would have known not to be taking my shoes off on that. Not that I ever have stinking feet, but just, I wasn't clean, like just out of the shower, that's for sure, because we've been flying all day.
Well, put hand sanitizer on your foot.
What? Oh.
Had you thought of that?
No. Stupid me. I had never thought of that.
And then take furry socks.
But can people not smell their own feet if it's disturbing the passengers around you? Wouldn't you be able to go, oh, somebody's feet? And then you look and go, well, I'm the only one with my shoes off. Let me put my shoes back on.
You should definitely be able to smell your own stink.
Or she doesn't care.
Yeah, probably doesn't care. Probably some kind of foreigner going home.
Don't say that. God, he's the worst. Oh my God.
I'm kidding. Of course, I'm kidding. Well, unless it's one of those countries where that's a sign of wealth. You know how some countries still it's a sign of wealth and prestige to be fat.
Yeah.
Maybe stankfoot countries. Like
stankfoot countries.
Yeah, maybe there's some little remote island or country where they prefer. They think it's a positive thing to have stanky feet.
Yeah, maybe.
The stinkier you are, the more successful you are as a person.
Yeah.
Gross.
Because, isn't it France that's not so hip on bathing every day? They're not sticklers for it. Don't they say French people stink?
I think I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Would you rather be next to someone that had stinky feet or stinky armpits?
Feet.
Really?
Yeah.
Feet's a little farther away, it seems.
I'd rather be next to somebody who had just put a turd in the seat
Then stinky
than
feet?
armpits.
Oh, the armpits, I mean.
To me, that's one of the worst. That's one of the sharpest. It's like ammonia and
moldy cheese.
Skunk.
Either smelling Parmesan or onions.
Onions and ammonia mixed together.
Would you be rather...
Is that what you said, Ace? Armpits? You'd rather armpits or feet?
I'd rather be next to somebody who had stinky feet because armpits seem like they're right there all the time. You know what I mean? you're sitting in the chair, these feet are farther away. Armpits, I think, smell worse, but they just always seem to be like up right here.
And that's why I'm so paranoid about my armpits stinking. And whenever I fly, and y'all know this, whenever I fly, I make sure and wear a tank top to keep them aired out.
Right.
What?
Air them out.
Gotta air up my pits, guys.
Yeah, nothing looks better than a guy in a tank top boarding a plane, a commercial flight.
Yeah.
Do they allow it?
Yeah.
They do, because a lot of restaurants won't let guys come in with tank tops.
A restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of restaurants won't let women come in wearing pajama pants, but they let them on a damn plane doing it.
I love wearing pajama pants.
But yeah, they say that there are places like usually they're beach restaurants or places at the lake or whatnot, because men are, they got hairy armpits and stuff.
And that's going to gross other people out.
Unsanitary, I guess. I don't know. It grosses me out to see a big fat guy with hairy armpits in a tank top. Yeah.
Just don't look at him.
In a tanked top.
Yeah. That's disgusting. Ugh.
Looking like, they could have dreads under their arms.
Ew. You could do like three little braids.
Gross.
Be like, let me cornrow your armpit hair.
You got hairy armpits, Freakins?
No.
No?
But it was after I had that procedure that it just never really, I've got hair, but it's not.
But they put that laser on it and it never grew back right or something.
Yeah, not thick and
that still works where you never sweat under your arms anymore, ever? Does it come out in different places? Like do you have because a lot of times that'll happen when you get liposuction in one area, then the fat goes to another area. Yeah. So it's like are you sweating out of your ears?
Yeah. I did ask that. I said I'm not gonna start sweating out of the back of my neck or something. He said no.
Or if you did laser hair removal on your armpits and then it started growing out of your belly button. That'd be so weird.
Yeah.
So you got
sweat just pouring out of your belly button all of a sudden. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, no.
Gross.
And how many years ago was that?
Gosh, maybe 8 or 9.
I wish
And you haven't had to use antiperspirant since then.
I get deodorant.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you don't have to worry about antiperspirant.
Alexis, did you say you wish they do that to your butt?
No, to my upper lip.
Oh, I was like, you got a sweaty butt.
How did you get upper lip and butt confused, Rob?
She went down in tone, and I couldn't tell what she said.
You could get it on your lip, right? Can't they do it?
Not this specific machine. It only works on underarms. But I know there are other things. Like people with sweaty hands can now have a procedure. But I don't know if they do one for the upper lip.
I get clammy hands sometimes.
But I mean, it would take all the sponges in the ocean to get her lip dry. That sweaty ass lip.
I feel like now.
A chamois couldn't wipe that up. I mean, it just.
You put some damn cornstarch up there.
All the sponges in the ocean.
When we went to the live show in Greenville, I kept thinking that every time someone would come say hi, I'm like, they're looking at my upper lip. I know it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're saying.
Were you sweating that much?
Yeah, I was. I'm always sweating.
That lip's beating up.
They're like, look at her. It's true. Look at that upper lip.
Big old sweat beads.
Yeah, she needed a damn sign on her lip that say "No lifeguard on duty."
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, look, we're making a change today. We're about to change everything because we've connected with The Closet Niche. Annie over at The Closet Niche is putting together a 3D design for a brand new desk they're building for us here. So let's head over to her studio and check out what she's got. So you've seen what we have now. Let's look at what we're going to have in the future thanks to Annie from The Closet Niche. And this is something you do for everybody. When you put the design together, you then walk them through kind of a 3D explanation of what it is they're going to be getting and let them see it from all sides, right?
Absolutely. So what we normally try to do is put a presentation together, obviously in a 3D where they can see their designs. We go through any changes that they might want to make. We show them samples as far as what their doors and drawer fronts will look like. Give them color options to choose from, give them accessories and all kinds of options they can pick from as well to kind of upgrade their closets or whatever project they're working on. So I'm excited to do the office for you guys. Want to show you what I put together.
I just realized that we're sitting in a pantry, a laundry room, a
garage.
Yeah.
Do two different types of closets.
Yeah.
We show it kind of all here, and then obviously large built-ins that we do as well. So we can do home offices, garages, built-ins, pantries, laundry rooms. The only thing we don't do is kitchens. So drop zones, mud rooms, things like that. So it's kind of across the board. And we do it at best price guarantee. There's so many other competitors out there. Turnaround time for us, we try to be within 2 to 3 weeks within our industry, which is kind of unheard of in this industry.
So this is the first Share Funny at our new closet niche desk organization set up here. I really love this. This is great. Closet Niche, the sponsor of Share Funny, coming up in here and setting up a whole new what we call a studio console.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really great.
And how long did it take them, Ace, to put all this together? And
so about 6 hours.
Man.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on ACETJTV. Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ show.
What's up? What's up, Facebook?
What's up?
Rob, that red looks good on you today that you're wearing. Got a red shirt and a gray little jacket over it.
Thanks.
Let's see it.
That's my favorite color combo, red and gray.
Yeah.
You know, until this moment, I did not even know that. Rob was.
Didn't know
I told you what Rob was wearing today.
I don't even know if I like pant wearing Rob. I think I like short wearing Rob better.
You don't like pant wearing Rob?
No, it's mm-mm.
Did he wear pants on the road trip the other day?
No,
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I know he was wearing those khakis yesterday, and I was
Did he
like,
pull
this
his
is just
thing
not
out?
the Rob that I know. No, he did not pull his thing out. Ew.
Cool, Stang.
I don't know what he does on a road trip.
Pretty good.
He got to take a fan with him. I don't know if he need to air that thing out.
Robbing that fan, man.
Well, when we were leaving the hotel room, there was another guy walking in with a fan also. So I was like, all right, well, it's not just Rob.
And Rob still said he was hot in his room. He said he turned
said he was sweating.
He said the air was on 60 and he had a fan and he was sweating. I was like, what is going on? How is that possible? My room was actually cold. I turned it up a little bit. It was cold.
I really was hoping that once we put all the equipment in the car, there was going to be no room for the fan at all because I wanted to see Rob freak out.
He wouldn't have gone.
That's pretty messed up.
Just trying to get ready to leave. Y'all didn't see this at Riggins and TJ. We're just trying to get ready to leave. We got Rob's fan, and then Rob's like trying to get off his other stuff.
His belt and his emergency belt.
I couldn't find my emergency belt.
Didn't find his emergency belt in his car. And it's like, what? Rob, damn. Man, we're just going for one day.
Right.
Less than 24 hours. Right about 24 hours. You have an emergency belt in your car?
You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah, because he has been in that situation where his belt broke.
Then we got back here, and Rob gets out of the car. He got his stuff out. And he got his bag out of the back of the car and all that. And then I hear Rob trying to get in his car, and he's going through stuff, and he's going through stuff, and he's going through stuff, and then I hear Rob go, I can't find my key.
Yeah, like freaking out.
And it's one of those like instantly, the moment he speaks, you realize he's freaking out. And I thought, you got to be.
I was like, you better call TJ.
Like I was tired. Like you got to be
Don't call me
kidding
for
me.
Go find his keys.
But we found him. They'd fall him out of his backpack.
You were probably still at the hotel.
No, he would. That's what I said at the time. Like they would already be on the road. This was like 1 o'clock noon. This was about noon.
Oh.
But we found him. They'd fallen out of Rob's book bag and were laying in the
I've been there.
back of the Suburban.
That's not fun.
I died a little inside.
Yeah, he almost had a heart attack. Like he was holding his back and everything.
Yeah, you could hear he was.
He was like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's one of those where.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, as soon as he spoke, you knew it was full on. There was panic setting in. He was panicking.
God.
Yeah, and don't you have an extra set of keys?
At my house.
Right. So anybody could get to your house and come bring them to you?
Well, yeah, but I also had like AirPods on that.
On your keychain?
Yeah. Oh, he's got a wad of keys about as big around as a baseball.
Are you a woman?
I have my AirPods on my keys too.
I'm holding up to the camera.
And my wallet.
If you can see.
I know, but you're a woman.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he does. He's got a lot of stuff going on there.
So I got the
Holy
AirPods and then some house keys and then the car key.
He's got a like two carabiners and
the carabiner is magnetic and it comes apart.
Do you also have a special key to the tampon cabinet?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
Just
he
a big
does.
keychain.
Be like, Rob, let me borrow a tampon.
All those trinkets.
Like Lizzie McGuire.
Well, I wish I would have. I wish I would have seen this earlier. Man, it's a big supporter of ours who was at the thing the other night. Eric, he says it's my birthday, so make Share Funny extra funny today. Well, if I would have known that, then we could have tried to have been a little funnier. Because I came in, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I just didn't give a damn. You know, at the outset, I'm like, but if I would have known it was Eric's birthday, then I would have maybe put a little effort into it.
You don't get on a Tuesday, Eric.
Put a little oomph into it.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eric has a nice family. You ever look at somebody's picture, like on Facebook? I don't know Eric. I know he listens all the time. But you look and go like, wow, that's a nice looking family. Like they look like they're just nice people. Like
They look pretty shitty to me.
Like he and his wife look like they've raised two really nice kids. They're just like nice people.
Like,
You're such a jerk.
Damn devil worshiper.
hell yeah. I don't trust them. Look at them with that mountain view in the background. Oh, that's just a family of devils right there is what that is. No kidding, of course. Happy birthday, Eric. In Trent Woods, North Carolina.
And then Samantha just asked, how do you get your AirPods on your keychain? Mine must be old.
No, I had to buy a case.
It's a separate case you have to buy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. And
effing nerd.
But I think
I like him.
that's how hippie Samantha. I'm sure she wants all kinds of trinkets hanging from her keychain too.
Samantha's lit and dope.
Little mini incense.
She's lit
So just
and dope.
It pops open.
Yeah.
Shit.
And you don't. I
know, Rob
can't
gave me that.
see the monitor of what your keys look like. Can you bring them in here for a second, Rob, please, so I can see? Because
but Alexis has her wallet.
Yeah.
Right.
And her car. And I don't know.
And so does that hook onto your belt, Rob? No, because a lot of times you're not even wearing belt loops. You're wearing workout pants. What do you do with it? How do you put that in your pocket?
Yeah. Or in my book bag, which is the problem I have.
Yeah, you put it in your book bag. And then it becomes a purse. Wow. So is all of that necessary, though?
I mean, it's house keys, AirPods, and
Why you got to have your AirPods on there?
so I don't forget them.
Oh.
I've lost them before.
Right. You mean Saturday?
Yeah, like literally the other day. There you
Yeah.
go. That's the keys right there.
Yeah.
That's boring.
Yeah, because they're keys. They're not supposed to be a fashion accessory.
My daughter has Nas on hers. Not Nas, Mace.
Where are my keys? Oh,
Sorry.
Come on.
She got Nas on hers.
Woo! Does she got mace on there?
Yeah.
Good for her.
I need some mace.
She got cayenne spray.
Yeah.
You know that's cayenne pepper in pepper spray?
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk around with a little shaker of cayenne pepper.
You got a sledgehammer in the car, a damn mace on the keychain, and then some other weapon on you.
A
Or your
knife.
machete.
I have a knife.
Yeah, and your knife.
Yeah. Oh, now I have another weapon. I have a new baseball bat that's right next to my bed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it for beating up strangers or for other things?
Could be for both.
Yeah.
Is it a full-size baseball bat or is it like a T-ball bat that you can handle easier?
think it's a full size one. It says Slugger on it. What's that
Louisville
mean?
Slugger?
Yeah,
It
that's what
says
it says
Slugger.
on it.
Hell yeah.
And I've been practicing.
Practicing what?
Knocking someone's head off.
Oh, who's letting you practice on them?
It's just an invisible person.
Take it down to the kickboxing class and go, I don't need to kick anything. Just let me whomp on that dummy a little bit.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it?
Jay gave it to me, my friend.
Oh, we can say his name now, Jay?
Jay. Well, that's just an initial. It's fine.
But that's what you call him.
Yeah.
You know what? TJ, those are just initials as well. How about that?
They're letters.
It's one letter. It's fine.
Yeah, we're not serious because I only call him by his first initial.
Right.
I don't even care about him.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using AceTJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at AceTJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on AceTJTV. Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
Sounds great. Sounds great. So, Alexis, this is the first time you brought food in a while?
Yeah.
Fruit and you got a rice cake. Is that a plain rice cake?
It's a white cheddar.
Oh, white privileged cheddar.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, I like white cheddar hanging out with y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys are my white cheddar friends.
White cheese.
White cheese.
What's up, white cheese?
Yeah, American white.
American white.
What kind of cheese you like? Yellow or white?
Hot.
I don't like a yellow queso. I'll tell you that. I'll eat it, but I don't
A
like
white
it as much
queso's
as a white
way better.
a white queso.
I feel like white queso is more traditional, authentic.
You feel like that?
I feel
You
like
don't
that.
know?
I don't know.
Any other time you complain, you're saying that you're Mexican. If somebody asks you about Mexican food, you say, "That's my people."
Yeah, I don't say I'm Mexican and know all of
Yeah,
the
you
ins and
do.
outs.
Yes, you do. You imply it.
I know more than y'all do.
You implio it. You don't know more than we do.
Please.
I've been eating Mexican food since before you were born.
I bet I've eaten more of it.
Just
than
because you can be in on the jokes that they're talking about with the customers doesn't mean you know more about the food. Just because you know what they're saying when they're making fun of us.
And they making fun of y'all. Trust me.
You and your boyfriend, speak Spanish or English in the home?
English, but this is something different and I love it. When we're out in public, if we want to talk about someone, we can both talk to each other in Spanish now, and I never had the ability to do that before.
Is his Spanish better than yours?
He would say possibly, but he has an accent. Like a weird little accent that you can tell it's not his first language.
And people can't tell it's not your first language when you're speaking Spanish?
I don't think I have as much of an accent as he does.
So what's his family heritage?
He's Dominican.
Okay. Both parents Dominican?
Yeah, but he speaks to his mom and his dad in Spanish more than I do. Me and my mom speak English all the time.
So if y'all were to move in together, would you let him put his stickball trophies in the living room?
You messed up.
What? Don't they play stickball?
They do. They play stickball.
When you're hooking up, do you use Spanish?
No.
That'd be hot.
Ay, Dios mío.
Hola.
Hola. No, Hola. Huh?
Queso. Guacamole.
Sí.
Ole.
¿Qué?
¿Dónde es biblioteca? That's what he says. ¿Dónde es biblioteca?
So now,
or donde es el baño?
El baño.
What we have to do now is get the two of you to have a conversation in Spanish and let Rob judge whose Spanish is better.
Right.
Exactly.
It's the only way to decide this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a funny idea. We should definitely do that.
Rob, the Spanish expert.
That's the only way to settle it.
I know.
She sounds thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's good that both of you have found a wonderful way to keep the authenticity of your native tongue alive by talking shit about people in
Hell
restaurants.
yeah. Why not? Why else would you use Spanish or some way if not to talk shit?
That's what I didn't say that. I think Spanish is a beautiful language.
Well, no, I think it's beautiful too, but I'm not out here just talking Spanish to everybody. If I'm going to do it, it's because I don't want all your other people to know what I'm saying.
Some people call it a language of love. Alexis calls it the language of talking shit.
Yup. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. Talking shit. Well, if you just used English, you wouldn't have to be talking shit about people.
Yeah.
Why you got to be mean anyway and talk
why do you have to
shit?
be talking
Why can't you just be kind?
Oh, don't
Why
even
can't you
come at
be-
me with that, both
Why
of
can't
y'all.
you just be El Kindo?
No, y'all stay talking shit.
She's mean in English too. 2 minutes ago, Rob came in. He's like, "It's hot in here," and she goes, "It's your hot ass breath."
Yeah.
She's mean.
I can
She's
talk shit in
bilingual.
2 languages.
Yeah.
That's
You really
lit.
can.
It's your hot ass breath.
It's your hot ass breath.
Yup.
I bet. And you go, "Shut up."
Yes.
He said, "Shut up, bitch."
I ain't even been in there, bitch.
It was funny.
It's my favorite thing in the world to just roast everybody.
It's cold in my room. I don't know what you doing in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sweating.
That's your hot ass white breath.
Yep. Yeah. Hot butt.
Yesterday after we've filmed the latest edition of the cooking show, Mr. Todd was sitting. He was doing some editing and all that after he had already eaten the dirty rice that I that I cooked for the featured dish. And he goes, "Oh, shit," out of nowhere. I said, "What?" He goes, "I just had, you know how sometimes you get like a piece of pepper stuck in your teeth or whatever?" He said, "I just got that out of my teeth and then I bit down on it and the end of my tongue now is numb." He was kind of struggling yesterday with the heat of the dirty rice.
You're a little baby.
No flavor.
The spiciness.
Right.
No flavor.
I thought you were going to
He's
call
used
him
to
a different
bland
word.
food.
That's what he gets for eating TJ's cooking. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he
I
gets.
wouldn't be like crying and
Yeah.
sweating and complaining about little chili peppers. I'd be eating it up and be like, this is delicious.
Yeah, but they're not chili peppers.
Well, whatever.
You got some chili peppers in there?
You got to sweat him down first. Sweat him. Sweat the peppers.
Dirty rice is hot.
I know.
Hot rice?
Little weakling.
Sweat.
No, it was spicy.
Sure.
You know, especially. You
He's
know,
a
if you're not
man.
used to eat-
I love that.
If you're not used to eating spicy food, it was so spicy.
What are you saying? It makes him less manly, Alexis?
I'm not going to say that because he's watching us right now, but
You know, Riggins always says that.
I do.
Somebody can't eat spicy food, like I can't eat spicy food.
Because my brother can't. He couldn't handle like peppermint toothpaste. My mom had to get him like bubble gum or like whatever the flavor was. I
You
don't
told
know.
us that before. It's Kevin, right?
Yeah.
like, what?
And I guess he still has to use that, right?
I don't know if he's gotten any better, but he's like, I didn't do that. I'm like, I swear to God, because I still remember saying, I'm like, what? Who's staying here? You got like Sesame Street toothpaste. You're 16 years old.
Did you ever make fun of your brother for the note that he wrote you? That you said
No,
you were going to.
I can't get a hold of him.
Oh,
That's a
man.
whole other issue. He's like dodging me since Christmas. I don't know what's going on.
He may have heard you say that you're going to talk shit about him from
Maybe.
that
Yeah.
letter that he wrote to you when
Which
you were a
was
baby.
so cute.
Oh, well, I got it in my bag.
He was like, look at this guy. He's so dumb. He's like, so sweet.
Like 6 years old, right?
I know. Writing a letter to his little brother.
It's embarrassing. He should be embarrassed. Because if you met him, you would understand why I'm laughing so hard. Because he's just like emotionally inarticulate.
Yeah.
Doesn't know.
So he's the opposite of you when it comes to.
Yeah.
He doesn't cry all the time and stuff. And
I don't know that I cry all the time, but no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't cry. But he's also very. But he's also.
I don't know if I cry all the
I
time,
don't
but
know if I cry all the time, but he's also very dramatic, like kind of, which is a feminine trait. I'm not dramatic like
You're
that.
not dramatic?
Not like him. He was the one that said when he got his wisdom teeth out, my mom was like, bought Dove ice cream bars and was pulling them off the sticks and breaking them up in a little bowl for him. He's like, this is worse than having cancer. I'm like, because he had cancer. He got beat cancer. Oh my God. He's like, oh, shut the fuck. He's just like a dramatic guy.
But would
I
he-
guess I could be a little dramatic, but not like him.
But would he be Googling most humane way to
No, probably
kill a
not.
butterfly
I got a
or
soft
whatever?
spot for animals. What do you want me to tell you?
No, I'm just asking. Is that the,
No, you're
the
not.
type?
You're
Yes,
trying to
I
make
am.
a point.
No,
Which I understand.
No, but you say he's emotionally illiterate. So is he? And I said, are y'all opposites?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, if you know, he may look at it like it's just a butterfly, bro.
Animals don't count for that.
That's what I say.
What is it?
Animals don't count.
No, they do count, but you know
said
exactly
it.
what I'm trying to say.
You said it.
That's what you said.
I mean, listen, there's a dead rabbit in my backyard. I'm not like, beside myself, but I'm going to throw it away. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not broken up about it.
And
but
why did you kill it again?
The rabbit?
Yeah.
I didn't kill the rabbit.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on AceTJTV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media Live.